only. The opinions, beliefs, and statements expressed by our hosts and guests are purely satirical and should not be taken seriously. We strive to create a humorous and lighthearted atmosphere, and any resemblance to real opinions or beliefs is purely coincidental. Listeners and viewers are encouraged to exercise critical thinking and not interpret the content as factual or representative of anyone's actual views. Our goal is to entertain and provoke thought through humor and satire. The Now Recording podcast does not endorse, promote, or condone any particular beliefs or opinions presented on the show. We urge our audience to form their own informed opinions and seek reliable sources for accurate information. By watching or listening to our podcast, you acknowledge and agree to the satirical nature of the content. If you have any concerns or questions about the material presented, please feel free to reach out to us for clarification. Thank you for being part of our comedic journey. And remember, Now Recording is always recording.
Now recording.
Now.
Hello, welcome to Now Recording. I'm Mitch. That's Beavers.
Hello.
That's D-Max.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
And producing today is the producer, Core.
The producer, by the way. Did
The
you hear that?
The producer.
Good. Yes. I'm okay with this. I'm very okay with this.
Yeah, me too.
All you're
I
doing is
encourage
pressing buttons. That's all you're doing, Core.
I encourage it, though. I encourage you to do it every single week.
Yeah, you do a great job of it. Better than Mitch.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. If it gets him to do it every week, I agree. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm doing you a favor, Mitch, by saying that you're terrible at producing, and therefore Core should do it every time.
Welcome back to the stream, everybody. We've been off for 2 weeks. I've been off for 3 because 3 weeks ago you fuckers streamed like earlier than the usual time, and I was asleep, and I wake up and I see people saying, hey, the boys are streaming. I'm like, no, they're fucking not.
Listen, we pissed a lot of people off with that stream, but it was all on accident. Every single part of it was on accident. So, I'll have you know, all right? We don't mean to do the things that we do. We just do the things that we do. Isn't that right, Now Recording chat? Hi, everybody.
Well, didn't we go live early because Mitch fucked up the previous one?
What? Yeah, we kind of had to do like a surprise
That's
thing.
what happened.
That is what happened. Yeah,
that's what happened.
That is literally what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, you told Matt, you were like, yeah, I'll be home in like an hour, then I can stream, bro.
Yeah.
And then
That was like weeks earlier.
No, that happened like right then. Definitely.
Fuck you guys.
I mean, Beaver said it. I'm just saying that I recall something similar happening. I don't know if it was exactly that, but it was pretty close.
No,
Anyway.
last week we didn't stream. And then the week before that, we did the early stream.
Yeah.
Because the week before that, Mitch fucked up.
Okay, fine. I'll take the blame. I don't care. As you guys may have gathered, Matt is not here today. I thought he was going to be here for a bit. And I was actually planning to say, yay, Matt's not here. Let's talk about Israel, Palestine. But then somebody put it in the fucking title, and the cat's out the bag now. I can't do that joke now. And I can't make Matt piss his
Wait, we're
pants.
talking about Israel. Hold on. What's the name of the street? Guys, we can't talk. Are you serious? Are we really going to talk? I didn't look at the docket.
Well, it's in the
either.
title. It's in the title.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So an Israeli and a Palestinian walk into a bar.
No.
JFA with the $5. Hey, H Mo's. Been a while since you streamed. No Matt Pitt. This show is gonna suck so bad. Let's go, Skeleton Crew. And Shay with the 7 months. Both gay co-hosts now have a scandal involving cake. Interesting.
Cake?
What? Yeah. What?
Wait, what's yours for cake?
What? Yeah, what's
Mitch is
yours?
gonna fart on a
What?
Oh wait, yeah, I was gonna sit on a cake.
No, you told Bunny you were gonna fart on a
Yeah,
cake.
I was gonna sit on a cake with my bare butt.
Dude,
Yeah.
cake
Yeah.
farts.
No, not cake farts. No. I was just gonna sit on
And
it.
then he was gonna eat it.
Amazing.
After cake farts?
No, that was
I
not
was
part
in
of
the
the deal. I was
private
not gonna eat it.
VCs.
This
I
is
was
not
in the
helping
private VCs, man.
This is not helping any of the allegations.
Thank you,
all right?
somebody. I am a beaver lover with the beaver symbol. Thank you for becoming a stumpy. And then Joe, aka Mr. Brahim Yum.
Brahim Yum Leia.
Yeah. Mitch is my favorite high mass individual. By the way, it's high calorie individual. Thank you.
High caliber individual, which fits with today's topic, apparently. High caliber people. Is anybody uncomfortable yet?
Is Brahim Leia a Jew?
If
I
they
don't think
are,
you
they're
can say a
wonderful.
Jew. You can't say a Jew. You have to say Jewish. You can't go a Jew. That's derogatory. You can't say that.
They call each other Jews. I'm a Jew.
That's like black people saying the N word. They're allowed to say it, but you can't.
I am Jewish.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
but
are
like,
You piece of shit.
oh,
Oh.
well.
Are you
I mean-
Oh, we
practicing?
didn't know that.
See,
No,
the problem
I'm
is
not
that like,
practicing Jew, but that
the
wouldn't
pro-
have made the difference to Hitler, would it?
yeah, I guess you
He
have a
wasn't
point.
looking for the Star of David around your fucking neck.
No, the problem is that like, the term Jewish, it's like this, it's the appropriate thing to call a group of people, but it's also a slur depending on how you say it. So it's just
Yeah.
like, it's
It's
problematic. just in
safer to
general.
not say the Jews.
JFA, thank you for the $1. No more screwing around. Bring in Volt. Volt's asleep, so fuck you, JFA.
Mm.
See, Leia says say the Jews.
The Jews. I mean, listen,
a
they're
Jew.
wonderful. I can say a lot about the Jews because they're amazing people. They're hardworking. They're fabulous.
They have top tier pussy.
I
I was gonna ask you about
Wouldn't
that.
know.
Do you like it when it's got like a bit of a cheesy schmear?
oh
Like a
good
bit of a-
God, what the fuck?
like a-
It's pussy, not a bagel. What's wrong with you?
What?
Jesus.
I assume that's how he eats his Jewish pussy.
Listen, so long
He
as you're
eats it
not
like a
finding any
bagel.
capers in that bitch, all right?
Oh my God.
Mitch has such low standards, he'd still go at it.
So what do we got
Is
on
it
the
green
docket
cheese
today?
just
Check it out.
excited?
Yeah, he just wants that salmon and cream cheese.
Oh,
Can we have
no,
another?
no.
Can we have another
he
3-week
wants-
break?
Yeah.
We might need one. I think we might
Can
have
we
to
just
take
go
one
monthly?
after this.
We just need to go monthly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Should
Oh,
we get into
thank you,
topics?
thank you, Niall. Niall, the police on everything that is of good virtue and all goodness, says the word Jew is fine, dumbass. Thank you, Niall. The same
Oh.
guy who thought the word Aboriginal was a slur.
Oh. Huh. Well, if Niall says so, then I take his word for it. Seems like he knows a thing or two about that.
I love how
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, Aboriginal's not a slur, but you can't say Jew.
Fuck off. Aboriginal's not a slur. It's literally a race of people.
So are the Jews.
Wait, I wasn't. I don't want to get on a tangent of like Aboriginals, but like I don't. I guess I'm just learning that I don't really know what the term Aboriginal means. I didn't know that it was like a specific group of people. I thought it was kind of
Yeah.
like calling Native Americans Indians or something.
Nah, it's like the
You're
black
so
people
hot
of
and sexy
Australia.
and amazing.
Okay. Well, they're wonderful.
but
They're
they were
fabulous.
here
people.
first.
Not even.
They were
not
here
even that
first,
though.
and it's been awkward ever since because yeah.
Because you guys came in as already the murderers and stuff. Yeah.
Hey! Mine came from Germany. They did not come from the colonizing country
yeah,
of
you,
the
so
United
you were
Kingdom.
so you were murderers already, is what you're saying.
No, we left Germany before they became murderers.
Yeah.
I'm perfectly
a
innocent.
likely story.
The people
So
of
anyway, yes,
the people of
Aboriginals were
Palestine
first.
might be bad with money. No, I'm kidding.
Oh God. No.
Oh, they're definitely bad with money after this.
Trippy Savage, thank you for the 1 month. They are great with money, unlike these people that are bad with money. Fan fiction narrator, Panic
No,
Fun,
it's not-
Everboard,
we're not the
Mame.
end. We're not
Oh,
the end yet.
sorry.
That's not. No. Got a little ways to go before that.
Mitch, so you're a percentage Aboriginal, right?
somewhat. Not enough to
where-
scream the
was
N word,
your-
but somewhat.
Okay, but was your how do I put this? Was your percentage gathered through legitimate means?
Daddy Matt?
No, he stole it off a hobo.
What? What do you mean legitimate means? Like,
Wait, are
do you mean through marriage or
Dude,
biology? What do you mean
are
through
you-
legitimate
are you-
means?
Are you saying? Are you
Was
asking
the
Mitchie if he has a
inclusion-
bastard somewhere in his like?
No. My question is, let me put it this way.
I think I know what you mean,
Was,
but I'm gonna
was
need you
this
to use more detail.
Was this percentage acquired consensually?
Yeah, I thought that's what you were talking about. I don't know, but yeah, probably not if I was a betting man.
Oh my God.
Because,
those
yeah, like I
Germans,
said, they were
those
here first.
wacky
It's been awkward ever
Germans.
since. The white man came and then said,
Okay.
you know what? We need to put these guys into schools We're gonna build some schools and put
That's
them in
good.
schools
That's good.
and segregate and teach them to be white and then force them into white families.
Okay, you said
Schools,
I don't.
guys, not camps.
That
They're not
part's
camps.
not good.
They're
Yeah,
definitely
that
not
doesn't.
camps.
Yeah, the way you
Definitely
said
not
that, I don't
camps.
know.
We're definitely not going to get them addicted to alcohol and tobacco. We're definitely not
No.
doing that, okay?
No.
Definitely not.
Thank you, Prime Minister, for the 5. It went by too fast for me to read, so there you go.
How does
And
Tommy
then
get
this
the funny
weekend we're
donation?
voting on Aboriginals. Actually, there's a big
Alright.
Voting?
nationwide.
How do you
vote.
vote on How do you vote on a race of people?
I don't know. It's a yes/no question. I haven't read it yet, but
What
I
the
know
fuck?
it is.
Yes, Aboriginals or no Aboriginals? Like,
Should we reinstate the camps? Yes.
The schools.
No.
Stop! Stop! I really wish I wasn't producing today.
Okay, all right.
Somebody check Matt's Twitter.
Joe, aka Mr. Bramion Leia with $5 says, the only way we know if the true winner of the of this war is whoever Adam Sandler signs with. Yeah. We really just need Adam Sandler's take with all of this. I think he could solve this problem. He would do the Israeli Accords or whatever it was Trump was going to do before he left office. Anyway,
Instead of Grown Ups, he makes a new movie called Blowing Up. And it's him in Israel.
oh, it's click, but a different kind of click. It's the click of the button.
Yeah.
Dick.
All right, let's get into
All
these
right, well,
topics.
guys, let's get into the dockets.
I was waiting for that. Thank God.
So, Mitch is going to be presenting it to us tonight.
Oh, great. Okay. So is it on screen now? Do I talk about it now?
Yes.
Now, you already know what's in it. You made the docket, Mitch.
Yes,
I
you did.
absolutely did. I know all about this topic. This is Turkey Tom posted a screenshot of Moist Critical talking about the massive Israel drama and how he can't wait to see his take. And it went viral because it wasn't real. It was an inspect element. I nearly said didgeridoo.
You want me to pay me?
Got Australia on the brain now? What's up with
Yeah,
that, buddy?
what's another one that sounds like didgeridoo?
He's
Didgeridoo.
really thinking about that yes no question.
It was a digital fake, a deep fake, if you will.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah. Didgeridoo.
Which is clever. Which is clever because honestly, I did believe it when I first saw this. I was like, yeah, all right. Like, I guess this is what we're doing now in 2023, year of our Lord.
Thank you for saving me, T-Max.
Oh yeah, very good.
I could see Moist Critical covering it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I could see everybody covering it. I saw so many like photoshops of other people with the same thing, and I'm like, yeah, why not? You know, I don't fucking know. Why not? What else is there to talk about? Let's talk about war.
Well, that's really what it boils down to. Is the Palestinians knew that we didn't have enough content for the stream.
Yeah, so they wanted to
They've
start it
come through
up.
for us.
I hear that. I mean, I
Praise
just
be.
heard recently. I don't know if this is true or verified or whatever, but I heard that like there was some sort of like a try to come together with stuff. So hopefully this is over before this becomes part of the VOD.
No,
No, you don't think so?
no.
You don't think that this like 100-year war, like however long it's been, like centuries, is going to be like resolved overnight? You don't think that's going to happen?
Well, we are actually going to learn about this conflict in a couple of minutes, but the reason that I think that it will not come to an end is because of if they go by what the Jewish people, the Israelis rather, normally believe is one for every one there will be 1,000.
Abby Shapiro, Mommy Milker says Abby Blackbird. You know what? You see that, Abby, and we're gonna have a palate cleanser every time we need a break.
Yeah.
Is she putting the tabs?
It just yeah. There you go. There's the
Yeah.
palate
Lift it up.
cleanser.
All I'm saying is that she's
mean-
wearing stripes on purpose. All right, it's deceptive.
Hopefully, this
mean-
undoes the chicken sandwich thing. If we just get
If
Abby
she had a
Shapiro to flash
gun-
her tits.
If she had a gun and she wanted to genocide me, I'd just be like, show me your tits first. You know what I mean? Let me die happy.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. I was saying before the
All
stream
this
that
religion
if
BS is bullshit.
God damn it.
I was saying before the stream, I hope that if I got sentenced to death, it would be by death by her tits, and then I'd want to be given a small straw so I could fucking live just a little bit longer.
Death by booba.
Death by booba.
Yeah, and then I found
a
out that
Jewish
Mitch was
boober.
circumcised.
Thanks, Beavers.
So all he has
Now,
to
if
do
they
is
ever
confirm.
leak, now, I can't deny it and go, you know what? I'm not circumcised.
Oh my god.
Maybe this is just preemptive. Maybe it's out there already. And
Now,
Mitch
if
is,
there's gonna
running
be, now if
mobs.
someone's gonna fake it out, they're gonna be like, okay, I know which one to find now. Like,
All right,
verifies
it has
it.
to be.
Yeah, exactly.
It has to be small and circumcised.
yeah.
Yeah, update the wiki now. If I don't see an update to the wiki by tonight, it's Sojover.
You got big balls? What's the?
Why do you fucking know? Why do you? Don't just go into an interview about Mitch's like. What the fuck?
Why do you want to know, Beavers?
I'm helping the person that's making this deepfake. What's our ball to dick ratio?
Yeah, is it a Joey or is it a full Roo?
It depends. Is it lunchtime or first thing in the morning?
That's how you know he's old. His balls are saggy. So when he wakes up in the morning,
I was talking
those
about
things
morning
are like
wood,
down
you
to his
dickhead.
knees. Oh, I thought you were talking about like you're lying in your bed and you're all warm and your your scrotum
You know
starts
what,
to relax.
I'm really not looking forward to when I'm older, living in an Australian summer with old balls. That's gonna suck.
Mm.
There's gonna be
Gonna,
that.
like-
Have you ever seen the videos where like the old man is relaxing by the pool and that his nuts fall through the
Yeah.
slates in the wood chair?
That happens too
Oh.
often in Florida. You see that way too
Oh,
often being a
no.
lifeguard. Yeah.
Oh god, no! Gaps
And
in
then it
balls
gets
should
a
be
little bit
illegal.
colder. It gets a little bit colder, and it's like.
Yeah. When you see
What
them
would
on the
suck
beach, we call them
more,
red
though?
shiners. What?
What would suck more though, like being old and your balls falling through the cracks, or being an old woman and your flaps fall through the cracks?
My mom is
balls.
adamant that there's apparently an old woman that she used
What?
to know who had like
No.
her uterus fall out, like of her of herself, like, and she would carry around her uterus in a little purse. I have no idea if that's right, but my mom is a nurse, so I trust her.
You
but
scared
I
me, dude. I
shouldn't.
thought you were gonna tell one of your mum's personal stories.
No, of course no.
I was
It's
talking
my
about
mom-
old ladies with the
So
flaps
my
getting trapped, and you're like,
mother's
"So my
vagina used
mother."
to
Yeah,
fall
so
out.
my mom's uterus. She likes to swing it around like a yo-yo.
No, yo, you ended with uterus. You started it off with, "Oh, speaking of flaps, my mother." Like,
Well, I don't know. It was like a thing. We were talking about scrotes, okay? I was just listen. All right.
Speaking of flaps,
Don't
my
get
mother's
testy
flaps
on
are
me.
quite remarkable.
You guys are just overreacting, all right?
oh,
We are never gonna get through this docket.
I did find
about
out an interesting fact, right, for the woman in chat. The labia minora can be, I think it's 6 centimeters.
I wanted to name my dog after Majora's Mask, but my mom said that was the part of a vagina, and I couldn't do it.
Also, I'm accusing the entire chat of being gay, because as soon as we started talking about vaginas, everybody started leaving. So fuck you guys, you're all gay. You don't want to listen to us talk about vaginas. You're all
Oh, it's
homosexual.
actually true.
You're all
Yeah.
projecting. You are
No,
all
you know what it is?
projecting.
All those viewers are just out here, and they're just like, listen, I thought you guys were going to be serious to talk about Israel-Palestine. What is this? What even is this?
All right, well, getting back into the Israeli Palestine conflict,
Enough about titties.
XQC saw that Moist Critical had done his thing, and so he decided to educate us all. So the title of this video is Learning About the Israeli-Palestine Conflict So You Don't Have to, with Big Brain XQC. And I feel like everybody in chat could do to learn about this, because this is like a really important conflict that's affecting millions. You know?
At once, you
Yeah.
just can't prepare
mean-
for something like that.
Well, not
Need
really
somebody to
anything.
explain it to
Because
me
it's
so
just
bad.
news. It's not even learning
It's
anything.
a really good question, Laura.
That's why I
We
skipped it.
asked the Israeli military earlier, was this an intelligence failure? How is it, on almost to the day, the 50th
It is so
anniversary
quiet.
of the 1973 war?
You know, chat, guys, it's when everybody's already
Is it
asleep.
quiet
I'm
for you
fucked.
guys, chat, or just me?
It's probably
It-
just you, Beavers, because your volume's
it-
probably turned down.
It's a little quiet, but yeah, if you just turn the stream volume thing up, maybe it'll help.
All right.
I've got mine cranked up, it helps.
All right, chat. We're gonna dive into this conflict head
right,
first, like
here we
we're
go.
Israelis and Palestinians.
Ugh.
Chat, I was like, you know, chat, we're taking a deep dive into this shit. So I can
One of the
understand it.
biggest myths
There you go. Chat, chat says this is video. 10 minutes longer.
about the Israel-Palestine conflict is that it's been going on for centuries, all about ancient religious hatreds. In fact, while religion is involved, conflict's mostly about two groups of people who claim the same land.
Is this motherfucker just gonna watch a video the whole time. Oh no.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch
That's
the
what
fucking.
we're doing.
I mean, well, you know.
doing.
Yeah, but we're
but they're-
providing like, you know, coherent like commentary to it. Whereas like, you know, XQC, whenever he opens his mouth, people just have no idea what he's saying.
Yeah.
Hey, Mitch, you stop talking about
Video.
scrotum.
Really
We
only goes
stopped
back about a
speaking.
century.
Oh, wait, I
early
mentioned
1900s.
scrotums and it went
Around
down by
then,
like
the
7.
region
Please
along
don't
the
leave. We're
eastern
not going to talk about
Mediterranean,
it
now
anymore.
called Israel-Palestine,
I
but under
promise.
Ottoman rule
You
for
don't get
centuries,
testy.
was religiously diverse.
Yeah, the
living
Ottoman
mostly Muslims
Empire
and Christians,
controlled it.
also a small number of Jews who lived generally in peace.
Yeah.
It was changing in 2 important ways. First,
Do you
I
want
never
me to
understood
pay
the
you?
He
Ottoman Empire.
hasn't said a word in 30 seconds. What the fuck is this guy?
Is that like, I mean, is it like a sofa factory or like, what is that?
Mm.
I'm going to be making very obvious jokes all night. I hope everybody's
That
prepared
is
for
so.
it.
That's racist.
Joe.
What are you talking about? No, I meant like, because they're Ottoman. It's an Ottoman Empire. So I just figure it's like a big old castle filled with like couches and stuff. Just
Yeah,
furniture.
it's like a big old. It's a big castle of beds, and all of the Ottomans are sleeping in them because they're all dead.
Joe, aka Mr. Brain Yum Lay. Mitch calling the chat gay is the pot calling the kettle black. True.
That is true.
That was the joke.
Wait, so
And
are
now
you
all the gay men know
admitting
you're circumcised?
he's admitting he's gay? I'm so.
I'll
proud of
just
you,
say
Mitch.
it. If I just say it, people will stop. That's how you do it.
See, now you're
Uh,
getting it.
Is that why D-Max says he's a gay filmmaker all the time?
This is how he ends up on
No.
his knees sucking a cock.
See, guys?
If I just put the tip
I
of my
can't
mouth,
reach
I'm not gay, I'm not gay anymore.
How do we keep on getting off on this tangent?
I can't wait for
happening.
June. That's my month.
It's not even me. I'm not even the one starting this. Okay.
All right, we're
Arabs,
gonna
but
learn about
Palestinians,
Israel
distinct
and
national
Palestine. Let's
identity.
go.
At the same time, not so far away in Europe, more Jews were joining a movement called Zionism, which said that Judaism was not just a religion, but a nationality, one that deserved a nation of its own. And if
Guys, Vogue is usually biased. It comes down to the left and the right. Fucking Republicans and like Democrats of fucking United States, whatever. Usually their videos on global shit isn't that bad compared to some of their Europe takes are fucking dog shit. I don't know.
centuries of persecution,
What is he
many believed
saying?
the Jewish state was
I don't
What did he
even
just
know.
say?
Something about left and
believe-
right.
I'm not being
Yeah,
cute. I really legitimately don't understand what he said. Like every time. It's just it's too quick and there's no syllables. It's just all like blah 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 blah. Whatever.
was their only way of safety and saw their historic homeland in the Middle East as their best hope for establishing it. In the first decades of the 20th century, tens of thousands of European Jews moved there. After World War I, the Ottoman Empire collapsed. The British and French empires carved up the Middle East. The
This
British taking
is-
control of a region it called
Look at how
Palestine.
out of his depth he looks.
Huh?
Like he's just looking around like,
Oh, it's so early.
The British
I got
allowed
myself
war
into
to rage.
something.
Question mark?
But as more Jews arrived, settled in farming communities, tension between Jews
Does that
and
mean there was a
Muslims
second
grew.
one?
Both
Pause for a
sides committed
second.
acts
Pause
of
for a
violence.
second. I love how this motherfucker just said, "Oh, it's the early shit," and like waved his hand off. Why the fuck are you watching the video then, buddy? It's all about the early shit. You know what I mean? People don't just pick up guns and start shooting each other for no reason.
I mean,
Well,
Good
I mean,
not in my
live in
America.
yeah, I live
Yeah,
in
but
Florida where
America-
that kind of happens.
America's a different thing. Okay, it's,
Yeah, that's freedom, all right? Different.
When the Middle East
let's
do it,
get-
though, it's a crusade. Why did you all go quiet?
By the 1930s, the British began
Because
moving
say
into
something.
I
I interrupted
didn't
you.
make any sense.
That means you say the thing that you were gonna say, but you didn't.
You're
You just
a
Mitch,
went-
I can't
gonna
save you
say-
every time.
I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna be
No,
quiet.
no,
I'm
you're-
gonna
Europe,
look
but
awkward.
Mitch, your joke didn't make sense because Europe.
I know it didn't make sense. Just fuck. I'm trying to fill the dead air.
No, you did a great job. You're doing a great job. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's
Yeah,
great.
just keep on going, Mitch. All right, just keep going.
No, don't say it like that.
response, Jewish militias
All right.
You got
formed
this,
to
champ.
fight both the local Arabs and to resist British rule. Then came the Holocaust, leading many more Jews
Then
to flee
came
Europe
the
for British
Holocaust.
Palestine. And
So here's my
galvanizing much of
opinion on the
world to
Aboriginal
support
schools.
No, okay. I thought you were gonna say your opinion on the
1947,
Holocaust. I'm like,
as
holy
sectarian
shit.
violence
That makes
began
sense.
No, I'm
to
working
spread.
to that.
They're kind of
The
the
United
same
Nations
thing,
approved
just
a
the
plan to
Nazis
divide
went a
British
little bit
Palestine
further.
into two separate states. One for
And
Jews,
they were more
Well,
public
well,
about
I'm
it.
guessing.
Oh my god.
He's about to say
Okay.
something intelligent.
Yeah, I'm here for XQC takes.
I hope he
If there
farts.
are people that are like them, or like maybe family, distant family, and they have to flee, right? They're gonna join the squad, right? right? Is that what I'm hearing? Is that at the time there's like a Holocaust going on, and they're trying to get out, right? And they're trying to go, join some of the already built maybe squad that they have over there.
Israel.
A
and one for
squad? Is he trying to use like FPS terms in order to make this understandable? Oh my god! Society is fallen.
Tomato towers.
Yeah.
It's literally like when Hamas dropped into Israel. Like, we're going tomato towers, boys.
Yeah. Everybody knows that those they were all dancing for the tilted towers the whole time.
He's comparing Holocaust people to fucking Fortnite teams. Like, what the fuck? I don't get it.
Where are we dropping, boys? Where's the battle bus?
Oh god.
Palestine. City of Jerusalem, where Jews, Muslims, and Christians all have holy sites, is to become a special international zone.
Oh, he's
The plan
learning.
is to give
learning!
Jews a
He's
state,
learning!
To establish Palestinian independence and to end the sectarian violence that the British could no longer control. But the Jews accepted the plan and they
You
declared
can see his
independence of
experience
Israel.
bar going up.
But Arabs throughout the region saw the UN plan as
Can I
just
unlock
more
something on
European
the skill tree?
colonialism trying to steal their
Intellect
land.
+1.
Many of the Arab states, who had just recently won independence themselves, declared war on Israel in an effort to establish a unified Arab Palestine
To be
where
fair,
all of
pause
British
quick.
Palestine had been.
This is, I don't know if the video is going to get into this, but this is the greatest L ever. The fact that originally the land split was supposed to be in favor of the Palestinians, but then the militant groups fucked it up. So then the international community said, we're going in favor of the Jews this time. It was literally in their favor, and then they fucked it up, and then it went in the favor of the other people.
They've gone through hard times recently. It's time for reparations.
For the Jews or the Palestinians?
The Jews.
You should have just said.
Sorry,
yes.
the Jewish. The Jewish. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just stay vague. You can't get in trouble.
From 1948? What are you talking about? It's all up here. It's.
Nobody's giving the soldiers in the trenches that got gassed with mustard gas any, like, reparations. You know?
We need more reparations for more people.
Which
we
we-
need reparations
No.
for reparations.
You know what was another funny thing? They deployed the gas in the trenches, and they would throw it into, like, no man's land, and then they would measure the wind. But then the wind would change direction.
Yeah,
and
I've
gas
heard
would
about
go
that.
back towards
Jesus
them.
Christ.
It's like Curb Your Enthusiasm just starts playing his little gas.
Yeah, I can see that. Mustard gas sounds delicious.
The new state of Israel won the war. But in
Alright,
the
he
process,
says.
they pushed well past their borders under the UN plan, taking the western half of Jerusalem and much of the land that was to have been part of Palestine. They also expelled huge numbers of Palestinians from their homes, creating a massive refugee population whose descendants today number about 7 million. At the end of the war, Israel
We're learning,
controlled all
Chad.
the territory
Fuck it,
except for
bro.
Gaza, which Egypt controlled, and the West Bank, named because it's west of the Jordan River.
They went from
which Jordan
109 million,
This
I
was
mean
the beginning of the
109,000 to
decades-long
like 7
Arab-Israeli
million.
conflict.
Maybe fuck
During
it.
this period,
Wow.
many Jews in Arab majority countries
They're
fled
not in
over-
commentary.
So what I'm hearing by this is that the UN is once again the most useless shit out there that exists. Ever since its creation, way back when its other iteration, it's just fucking useless.
What year
It
was
basically
that?
says, yo, dude, listen, man, take 4 apples, and somebody just walks up in his face, nose to nose, takes 64 apples and says, okay, now what? And they just say, nothing. No problem, bye-bye.
What was that
What?
comparison?
I don't know what that could be. He had me until the apple analogy.
I think he was comparing the land to apples.
Well, it's all apples and
Many
oranges,
Jews in
really.
Arab
How
majority
does
countries
the
fled
UN
over-
tie into it?
So what I'm hearing by this is that the UN is once again the most useless shit out there that exists.
Dave?
Ever since its creation, way back when its other iteration, it's just fucking useless. It's basically that says, yo, dude, listen, man, take 4 apples, and somebody just walks up in his face, nose to nose, takes 64 apples and says, okay, now what? And they just say, nothing.
Oh, I see what he's
No
saying.
problem, bye-bye.
He's saying
Where it's
like,
spelled, right?
he's
I
saying
think
like,
he's anti-Semitic. He
he
is implying that the Jewish are greedy. They
What?
said you could have 4 apples, and then
and
they
then
took
he
64.
yeah, I mean that is what he's saying.
Right?
Yeah, that is what he's saying. You know, apple
damn
tree.
greedy bastards.
Oh, God, an apple a day will keep Hamas away.
So anyway, yes, the Jews are greedy. Make sure to make contributions, everybody. Is what he's saying to. I'm quoting him. That's what he's saying.
Okay.
I'm not saying that. I'm not
I'm
saying
really
that.
on edge. I'm really
I'm
sorry.
not saying that.
You scared the
I'm not
shit out of
saying
me.
And those
Good.
who are also bad with money are
No, not yet.
Jewish people.
Maybe we should actually. Maybe we should just.
I just think it's unfair they get a bad rap because they're excellent with it. That's all. They just got really good.
Well,
Yeah, it's
no,
like
well,
never mind.
okay,
I was gonna say another race.
Okay,
Jesus
but if we want to be fair, right? The reason
One of them told me this.
The reason that stereotype exists, right, is because in Rome, Jewish people weren't allowed to join any of the guilds.
Yeah.
Right, so they couldn't join like craftsman guilds and shit like that. So they couldn't get good at anything because I believe it was the Pope or the Catholic Church said that you can't. A good Christian doesn't charge interest or something along those lines.
Okay.
And then the Jewish community were the only people that could charge interest, right? Which is the only way that a bank makes money. And so they went into
So they were just
banking.
like almost evolutionarily like kind of tilted in that direction just for yeah.
Evolutionary. It's genetic.
Yeah, well, no, not like that. I meant like adapt, like Darwinian. Like that, their environment happened and they were trying to like. Oh fuck, Jesus, what am I saying?
They saw a penny and they just loved it. They wanted more.
You talked me into anti-Semitism. I don't know how this happened.
No, but it is true that basically they all became bankers back in the day because they weren't allowed to do anything else.
Yeah, and when you're not allowed to do anything else, you know what you do? You say, "Fuck you! If this is all I can do, I'm gonna do it so excellently." And
they did a great job.
Even more fucked up. So this is where they got their really bad name. So the Roman emperors wanted to increase taxes, right? But they didn't want to look bad. So then they would be like, "Well, we're not going to increase taxes." But then they would go to the Jewish people and they'd be like, well, you guys are just going to have to pay us a lot of taxes off of the money that you make, right? So the Jewish people ended up lending lots of money to people, and then the emperor would just take everything. So, yeah.
Okay, but what does that have to do with a 6-kilometer wide beach?
Huh?
Gaza. How does this lead up to Gaza?
Well,
I don't
see
know.
in the
You were
video, I
talking-
guess.
You were the one that said they were greedy. I was trying to give.
I
you
didn't say
context so that I can-
no. I didn't
so
say
that
that.
I
I
can
did not say
educate
that.
your
I
ass.
did not say that. I did not say that. Do not.
To be fair, he was
you're
quoting
voting on that
XQC.
fucking-
I was putting words in XQC's mouth. Don't you dare then put those words in my mouth.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Even
Why would you
though
put words in
out of
everybody's
my
mouth?
mouth as I put them into XQC's.
Yeah. I'm with Mitch on this one.
I'm gonna press play.
Nothing. No problem. Bye-bye.
Were expelled, arriving
Gotcha.
in Israel. Then something happened that transformed the conflict. In 1967, Israel and the neighboring Arab states fought another war.
Cool.
When it ended, Israel had seized the Golan Heights from Syria, the West Bank from Jordan, and both Gaza and the
Cool,
Sinai
another
Peninsula from
war.
Egypt. Israel was now occupying the Palestinian territories, including all of Jerusalem.
New
and
map
its
just
holy
dropped.
sites. This left Israel responsible for governing the
Yeah, a
Palestinians.
bunch of DLC
People
they
had
pay
fought for
$20 for.
I was just about to say.
Israel and Egypt signed the U.S.-brokered Camp
Really?
David
They'd pay
Accords.
$20?
Shortly after that, Israel gave
Yes.
Sinai.
Yeah, this is a really bad question.
Yeah, per
Nick Cash
Why would
wage,
you-
map.
yeah.
I didn't sound really bad.
I'm
I don't think
missing
the whole
Actually,
piece of
XQC
land,
gems.
It's a pretty
Holy
sweet deal,
shit.
actually.
all the same, and just call. I don't think the whole piece of land, full reset, all the same, and just call it like a Landia, like it's just land, like fuck it, and just everybody wins.
My brain hurts.
back to Egypt as part of the peace treaty. At the time, this was hugely controversial in
Not
Europe.
everybody lives in it, and it's whatever.
So
What?
XQC's
No, it just-
solution to the Israeli-Palestine conflict is to create a new nation called Landia.
and for people who just want to live there, just live there.
Yeah,
only
until
take a
someone
fortnight.
paraglides in and says, "Fuck you." This is mine now.
I don't know how
But-
that can go wrong.
No, I
It's
think
not
what
just one thing.
XQC's saying, right, is he doesn't want it to be like Fortnite squads,
No,
right? He doesn't want there to be a team advantage. What he really wants is Fortnite solos,
right.
you know? Where you're all on a single map and, there's just a little bit of RNG involved and it's a battle royale and, who gets the winner chicken dinner.
Yeah, and if they have build mode on, they're just gonna make a mess at the end of it. So just keep build mode off. You know what I mean? Let them have their skirmish.
It sounds like Rust, but more toxic.
It's basically what it is.
If it keeps pushing up and down, bing, 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 bing. Okay, why don't you full reset and make it one thing?
Arab world, Egyptian President Anwar Sadat was assassinated in part because of outrage against it. But it marked the beginning of the end of the wider Arab-Israeli conflict. Over the next few decades, the other Arab states gradually made peace with Israel, even if they never signed formal peace treaties. But Israel's military was still occupying the Palestinian territories of the West Bank and Gaza, and this is when the conflict became an Israeli-Palestinian struggle.
Can you pause it for a second?
Wait, what?
Sorry, can I just say, I've always really loved the Jewish star, just as like a symbol. I just feel like it's really, really good, like graphic design, like whoever came up with that one, like good for you. You know what I mean? I just felt like that had to be said, you know? The Jews, they get a bad rap, but in terms of symbols, they got it. That's a pretty cool one. That's it.
Wait, has Legend of Zelda got like hidden messages of Judaism? Because it kind of looks like 6 different Triforces there in that that Star of David.
Yes. Did you not know that Shigeru Miyamoto was actually Jewish the whole time?
Really?
No.
Japanese Jew, that really rolls off the tongue. Nice.
Japanese Jew.
If there isn't one, there
Japanese
should
Jew.
be.
Japanese Jew.
Yeah.
Japanese Jew. Yeah, you're right. It's pretty good.
It does.
Right, play.
Why is Egypt not molding it? Because I thought Gaza was more Egyptian, and if they're occupying with military in the Gaza, is Egypt not molding?
The Palestinian Liberation Organization, which had formed in the 1960s to seek a Palestinian state, fought against Israel, including through acts of terrorism. Initially, the PLO claimed all of what had been British Palestine, meaning it wanted to end the state of Israel entirely. Fighting between Israel and the PLO went on for years, even including a 1982 Israeli invasion of Lebanon to kick the group out of the group.
The stillness of the ceasefire in southern Lebanon was shattered today by the sound of guns, bombs, and planes.
The PLO later said it would accept dividing the land between Israel and Palestine, but the conflict continued.
Dude,
as all of this was happening, something dramatic was changing. And
he needs to do something. Oh my god, he's just sitting there. I don't even know what to think. I'm just gonna sit here.
I mean, listen, he contributed the apples thing. That was really riveting commentary, right? Apples, you know, 4 apples, 6 apples, or what was it, 64 apples? He had Nintendo 64 in the brain. It happens.
Does he credit the source? Hold on, I want to see. No, he does. Oh wait, yeah, there it is right there.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I was gonna say.
Okay, because at least he's doing that. But Jesus, he could get. I don't. I'm finding that subjective for fair use. That's all.
His chair would do better commentary.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the faces he makes.
Yeah, it really tells me how I'm supposed to feel. You know.
I can see him
confused. Just confused.
Well, he's not doing the hand over the mouth. So am I supposed to feel like shocked and?
Well, that's just for the
disgusted by it?
thumbnail. That's just for the thumbnail. That's yeah.
Is that in the thumbnail?
I don't know what the thumbnail is, but I just assumed.
There you go. That's the thumbnail.
Oh, close enough.
Oh, he's
Is that a
not.
picture of
Oh,
Benjamin
he agrees with it.
Netanyahu?
What an anti-Semite.
Benjamin Netanyahu. Everybody.
Israelis were moving in.
Let's go.
These people are called settlers, and they made their homes in the West Bank and Gaza, whether Palestinians wanted them or not.
Wait,
Some
I would tell you
I'm
to
confused. So
Peter.
now they even pushed Lebanon? So they've been pushing other territories?
religious reasons, some because they want to claim the land for Israel, some just because housing is cheap, often subsidized by the Israeli government. Some settlements are cities with thousands of people.
Go
others
live
are
in this
small
shithole.
communities
We'll
deep
pay
into the
for
West
it.
Bank.
If you've always felt a deep yearning for Jerusalem, now
You know, I
is a
think
once-in-a-lifetime
In the
opportunity
ghetto.
not
What?
only to stand within its gates, but
if they just change the name from West Bank to something else,
What
the Jewish people might not
Force
notice it
Palestinians
anymore,
off their land and divide
and then the whole conflict
Yeah.
will end.
Short term,
Just make it the East Bank,
much more painful
you know?
for Palestinians.
No,
Long term,
change the word bank.
Oh,
It was a
I'm
God.
having a heart attack.
Good. I got Matt. You're next.
Okay.
Somebody
Alright,
in
good.
chat asked me if I would claim this video. That would be up to my MCN to decide whether or not they felt it was or wasn't. There you go. That's my answer.
Fair enough.
Oh God, he just sits there and
I think he's gonna give wisdom.
You think he's gonna have some kind of like intelligible thought by the end of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You know,
I think at the end he's gonna go off on a little rant.
he'll become an intellectual. He'll just be like, "Well, actually, the Palestinians have a point here."
Quite indubitably, I think they have a fair point.
Have you considered the French way of thinking about this?
dividing up Palestinian land.
If they were thinking
and
like
make
the
it
French,
much
it'd be
more
over.
difficult
They just
for
surrender.
Palestinians to ever have an independent state.
They'd bet get
Today,
it
there are
then.
several 100,000 settlers in occupied territory, even though the international community.
Oh, how's the video anti-Semitic, bro? Unless the video is really wrong, so the historical factors. I didn't see a lot of people in chat saying this is wrong, that is wrong. Otherwise, I'm just gonna start watching it.
Considers them illegal. By the late 1980s,
That's the
Palestinian
problem.
frustration
Is with this, like,
exploded
anytime
into an
anybody
intifada,
talks about
which
the
is
history
Arabic
of
word
this
for
shit, there's
uprising.
always people like, actually,
It began
that's
with
not
mostly
correct.
protests
It doesn't
and
even matter
boycott.
how you
Soon
frame
became
it.
violent. Israel responded with heavy force.
Because
A couple hundred
history
Israelis,
goes the
over 1,000
spoils the
Palestinians
victors,
died in
right?
the first intifada.
Who knows what happened, actually?
Around the same time, a group of Palestinians in Gaza,
Listen,
considered the
you
PLO
talking
too secular,
makes this
too
go by
compromised
so much
minded,
easier.
created Hamas, a violent extremist group dedicated to Israel's destruction. By the early 1990s,
Go Green Team!
it's clear that
Wait,
Israelis
is that
and
Palestine?
Palestinians
I don't know.
have
I
to
wasn't.
sign the Oslo
Oh,
Accords.
man.
Such
First step
a bunch
toward
of
Israel
soldiers wearing
reaching
green. I'm like, oh, Green
Palestinian
Team entered the
territories
chat.
and allowing them
Who's
to
that?
Palestine.
Go Hamas, go!
The Oslo
Go
Accords
Hamas,
established
go!
a Palestinian authority, allowing
I disavow my
Palestinians
words.
freedom to
I'm
govern
sorry.
themselves in certain
I
I'm sorry. I
disavow.
thought.
hardliners on both
Oh my, this looks so fucking
wait.
complicated, Jesus Christ.
Wait, did he just say this is way too complicated? Hold on.
hardliners
Really?
on both
Oh my, this looks so fucking complicated, Jesus Christ. But this looks fucking...
History, yeah.
sides opposed the
Jesus,
Oslo
dude!
Accords. Members of Hamas launched suicide bombings. to
World
try to
lore
sabotage
is
the process.
hard.
The
How do you
Israeli
get from one
right-wing
area
response was
to another
followers
that's not
called
connected?
Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin a traitor and a Nazi.
Well,
If they're technically the
Not
same
long after
country.
Rabin signs the second
You know what's really funny? This dude got kicked out of his own house. All right, like his girlfriend just booted him out of his own house, and he didn't even say a word. That tells you what kind of guy he is. All right, that's all I'm gonna say.
Well, he did say word. Well, he didn't say words, but he was stuttering the entire time. It's just nobody understood what he was saying. So it wasn't that he wasn't saying anything; is that he just was
Yeah.
unintelligible.
I thought you had this on 2x speed when he was
No,
talking, and then
That's
the
what I
video
was gonna
started.
say.
and I'm like,
Yeah,
wait, that's not 2x speed.
yeah. I was gonna
No,
say it'd be
the
great if we
problem-
could, but we
I know,
can't. Oh, okay,
yeah, the
so-
problem is we can get through the video quicker, but when XQC speaks, if
We
it's
would
on
never hear
two
him.
times, we are
Right.
not understanding a word.
It's gonna sound
Yeah,
like a Looney Tune character, like Porky Pig.
That's why I put it on 1.2 foot. It's the best I could do, guys.
Yeah, that's fine.
round of Oslo Accords, a far-right Israeli shoots him to death in Tel Aviv. This violence showed how extremists on both sides can use
it seems hard when the borders are there's so many of them and it's so whatever. It seems really like it seems odd because things are gonna push and pull. That's just kind of how things go. Like if there's like a billion fucking zones and shit like that, everything's gonna be a little bit fluid, right? It's just
Those
it's
zones-
why a lot
those
of borders
zones
are
are
like this.
just-
Oh, do we need to join them all
Okay.
up? Oh, that'll
No,
fix
but-
it.
No, but to correct them, the zones aren't like it's not like into like little countries within the thingy, right? They're just zones where either the Palestinians have complete control over civil and legal matters, or they have control over civil matters, or then there's an area where the Jewish are in control of the Israelis, are in control of everything.
Beavers, you're not thinking about this like XQC is. He's thinking about it like it's like a big old dome, you know, and it like closes in, and if you get on the outside of it, you start to take damage over time, you know, it just gets like smaller and smaller. So
Oh, see-
really, when you
see-
think about it like that, it makes sense.
See, I was thinking he was talking about like capturing point A, B, and C. You know,
Right.
like in Call of Duty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When he says, when he
Go
says,
to the
like,
other side where you
when
didn't
he
belong.
says-
I think you would take damage over time.
when he says like the area, when he says the area grows and shrinks, he's speaking like, you know, back in the day, Fortnite just used to have an area that shrunk, but then in the newer updates, the circle moves around at the
Yeah.
end circle, right? It makes it
Yeah.
more dynamic,
Yeah.
right? Maybe they should get with that.
I think that's
Yeah.
what they should do. That would solve the whole problem. Is if the area of effect damage just like moved around a bit.
What if they did? Okay, here's a legitimate thing, right? What if if to solve the problem, the whole international community steps in, right? And we're like, okay, you guys
Then
get
we make
like
a
20
bubble around Israel and Palestine, and we
yeah,
say
but then what we do is we're like,
we just
okay,
throw in a
guys,
bunch of guns and we go, I don't know, figure it out.
And we'll lock
that's
it all off,
currently
kind
what's
of like Hunger Games, and say, you know what? Whoever wins keeps the whole lot.
No, Beaver said it. That's exactly what's happening right
exactly
now.
what's happening right now. It's literally everybody just threw them guns and were like, You guys go at it.
Well, this
I'm
means
hoping one of
Dream
the big
Happy
guys
watching
fucks
this.
up and joins in.
The next thing I'm gonna hear out of XQC's mouth is, okay, so we need a revive bus, all right? That is the only way we can keep these people alive.
Oh no, the encounter's gone on too long. We need to wipe, boys. Uh-oh, we gotta start over.
I'm checking sports bet novelties to see if I can bet on the winner.
No, but like, if
Let's
you,
see what you're
you
paying.
probably can. You probably can.
You probably
100%
can. There are sites that do that. Yeah.
100% you
Politics,
can.
US politics, UK No, there's no Israel politics here.
Well, of course not, because you know who owns that betting site.
Ah, okay. All right.
No, but what I was gonna say is, sticking to like gaming analogies, right? I think the perfect solution to this would be if they switch spawns like every 20 years.
Oh. That actually,
Right?
I don't know. That might.
That would
Something to think
encourage
about.
them to be nice to each other because they gotta every 20 years they go to Israel and they say, "All right, Jewish people, pack up, Palestinians time." We do it like rounds.
Yeah,
Yeah?
it's like red versus blue, but it's greens versus blue, and it's less
Yeah.
funny.
Right? Just like
What
the
if they
fucking
had, like, a
American border, right? Like
Coliseum?
a fucking
Small to
line, straight up.
subscribe.
What if they had like a
Bing bong.
Coliseum? And, like every couple of years they just pick their greatest, like fucking Hunger Games, but who gets to control Israel?
You know, I think the UN should put this up. I think that this is the UN's role. This is
And
really what.
we can,
Yeah,
Okay, and we can repurpose
Angela Merkel will be
Australia.
the decider.
We can repurpose Australia. They're like the
Would
Hunger
it be,
Games
wait,
takes
I
place-
just said that. Would it be fucked up to make Angela Merkel the decider of that? Would that be fucked up? It's kind of a little fucked up.
The
isn't it?
loser of last fucking.
It's loser's pick.
It's his... Oh god.
All right.
That'd be really awkward for her because she'd be like, you know what? I didn't even do the last thing, man. That was some guy from Austria. Come on, what am I doing here? Wait,
I
didn't
don't have
Merkel
mom
get
problems.
out?
He had mom problems. Do you read his book?
I thought Merkel retired.
Yeah, she did, but it was
Yeah,
I don't know.
she
She was the only German
But
politician.
that's
But
why
no,
she can
that's who the
take the
German leader
position.
is now. That's why
She
you
was
gotta
the
say
she was
Merkel.
the head of the UN for a minute there. It's so funny. It's like it's funny to think about that, right? Like, you know, Hitler wanted a one global power and then, you know, Germans ended up ruling the UN. It's just kind of a weird situation. That's all I'm saying.
Imagine like a time traveler goes back and goes, you know, one day a German is going to be the leader of this. Not only that, it's going to be a woman. What? A woman outside the kitchen?
Nine.
Because guys, it's 1945.
Oh god.
Angela
That's
Merkel
why a lot
got
of
into
borders are like
politics because everybody thought
Bing
she was a
bong,
9.
right?
They were
like
just
a
saying
fucking,
no.
Like American border, right? It's like a fucking line, straight up. It's like that's the line, yo. But that seems complicated
Violence
to
to
deal with.
derail peace, keep a permanent conflict going as they seek the other side's total destruction. That's a dynamic that's been around ever since. Negotiations meant to hammer out the final details on peace drag on for years.
Everyone's saying Mortal Kombat in the chat, by the way.
They're screaming it. Mortal
The big Camp
Kombat!
David summit in 2000 comes up empty.
I think that would be a good one. Bing
Palestinians
bong,
come to
by the way.
believe peace isn't coming, rise up in a second intifada, this one much more
Dun,
violent than
dun,
the first.
dun, 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 dun,
By the
dun,
time it
dun,
wound
dun,
down
dun,
a few
dun.
years later, about 1,000 is...
See, this is something I will never understand in world politics. Okay. So that says,
Chat, what are you going to say about this
making
war,
the
chat?
best decision, you wanted to give up their homes. See, the problem that I have with
Chat,
world
who are you
history
rooting for? Who are
is
you
that
rooting for, chat?
there's nobody's home. Everything's a fucking colony of a colonized fucking this and that, and invade this, invade that. All you do is just wind the clock back a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit. It seems like there's always a goalpost, no?
Yeah, we'll just time travel and fix
If you
this
just-
problem.
If you think about what is somebody's home, you can just turn back the
He's
clock.
not wrong.
As
There
far
is a
as I know,
goalpost, and it
a lot
keeps
of
on
the fucking
shifting.
spots in America were once fucking like indigenous or whatever the fuck people's homes. So I mean, shit, give them back their home, I guess. I don't know. Like all you do is wind back the clock, you know?
Israelis and 3,200 Palestinians have died.
We'll go back to the
second
future.
intifada really changes the conflict.
What?
I don't understand what he just said. Was
Yeah,
he
about
saying
America?
That no, was he saying that was he saying that we should turn back the clock and give the Palestinians back their homes? Or was he saying that there is no such a thing as a home because it depends on where you turn the clock to?
I think that's what he's saying, is the second one. But
See,
I think
I
he
thought
just
the
might be
first
saying that
one.
about... Oh,
But
really?
the Palestinians have been living that shithole for years. They've been there for fucking ever and a day. They've been there for a very long time.
Beavers, I will have you know that it is beautiful over there. It is absolutely not.
It's a slum. It's a slum, bro.
There are rough parts of everywhere in the world, Beavers.
It's awful.
Do you guys think Ethan Klein?
You know what the strange thing is? You watch them blow up the Gaza Strip, and it looks like post-war Ukraine. Right? Like before they even start the bombing, it looks.
You mean
like
post
Ukraine.
things blowing up? It looks like another place that's post blowing things up. Is that what you're saying? Or you?
It looks It looks like the Ukraine before they started blowing it up.
Okay.
It looks shit.
Okay.
No, wait. It looks like the Ukraine after they started blowing, but that doesn't make sense because they've been blowing it up for years. Anyway, my point is mute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, it's a shithole, and here's a hot
You can't
take.
just say that. People get in trouble.
No, here's a hot take as well. Jerusalem is a shithole too.
Oh God.
Right? If the fucking holy sites weren't there, nobody would want to live there. It is ass. It is hot.
It's a mystical place filled with. Listen, I've read a good book that talks about that place, and it sounds wonderful. I will not have any of this, craziness that you're talking about. What are you talking about, Beavers?
No,
War
and the houses
makes
are,
places
the houses
ugly. What are you
are made
talking
out
about?
of fucking mud.
That's culture. You wouldn't understand.
Ain't culture.
You
fucking demolish the old shit and build new stuff. Put up a mall.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, that always works out.
Yeah, you can have like you can have a little Muhammad, a little Jesus, and a little David.
I'm not gonna lie, the Gaza Strip
like
to me
mall
always
sandwiches.
sounded like the Gaza Strip always sounded like a mall to me anyway. You know what I mean?
Like the Vegas Strip.
Yeah. So why not just do that? Hey, wait, we solved the war. Just like build Vegas. It's already a desert.
I was about to say, yeah, it's a desert.
Yeah,
It's like
works
Vegas,
out.
but when you visit,
It's like Vegas, but you can't wear a bikini.
Wait a minute, I just realized that we just talked ourselves into like what they did to the Native Americans. No, disavow.
I don't know, man. They built casinos, and I like casinos. I just wanted to say, do you think Ethan Klein ever turns to healer, or has ever at some point?
Who's he pro?
And does he's ever turned to her and said, "You owe me a hand job for getting you out of there, bitch"? Do you think she's so thankful that she got the fuck out of there?
Probably.
You just talk me. I'm sending you back home.
I disavow what I said. I'm sorry, Eli. I forgot you got family there.
It's fine.
Is
was all.
Is this pre-recorded?
Satire.
Is this pre-recorded?
What other level?
What do you think Ethan Klein's take is? Though? Like, Chad, do you guys know?
Listen, I am telling you, Ethan Klein is pro-Palestine. I can almost guarantee it. For some reason, I just feel like that's true.
The healer's a
I
Jew.
get it. He might not say anything about it, but I feel like Ethan Klein very much wants to be pro-Palestine.
My view on this, right? Before we get into everything else, my actual view on this, I am pro-Palestinian, right? I am pro-Palestinian. I'm not pro-Hamas.
Okay.
I am pro-Palestinian. I don't think what the Jews are doing to the Palestinians, the like innocent ones, is right. And I would obviously.
That's too nuanced, Beavers.
I'm from South Africa, bro. I have to have that take. Yeah?
Like
It's
legally?
Apartheid. It's apartheid.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna need it.
So if you didn't have to have that take, though.
No,
what
I
it
would
be?
still have that take.
Well, listen, all I care about is what
when you
YouTube
say
thinks.
I have to have that take.
No,
it's not
well,
a choice, I
that's
just
what I'm
have
saying.
to.
No, he's saying that because, like, YouTube has to understand that Beavers must have the take that he has based on where he is geographically. Therefore, it's part of his culture. Therefore, you can't be mad at him. YouTube. There you go.
You know, when your apartheid went wrong, Beavers, you didn't put them in schools, like we did. Oh, you did? Okay.
We did
All right,
it better than you. You gave them a little.
Wait, did you say you did it better?
Yeah, that's it, bro. We had that shit on lock. If we weren't getting sanctioned our ass, that would never change.
I don't know why.
You're roboting a little bit.
You are roboting. I don't know why I didn't see this turning into a dick measuring contest of apartheids, but here we are.
Nah, we had that shit on lock, bro.
You got to fix that.
Can you get your internet on lock?
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, try like restarting Discord or something.
All right, I'm
Try
gonna press
restarting your
play
country.
while we,
The Palestinians will ever accept peace.
I need a
or that
palate
it's
cleanser
fine.
soon.
Oh,
Politics shift right.
Yeah.
The country builds walls
Yeah.
and checkpoints to control Palestinians' movement.
I understand that. As we became more civilized and as we became more solid on a lot of issues, things are more incemented. This is A, this is B, this is C. Nobody pushes or shrinks or whatever.
He
What?
used gamer terms for everything.
yes, he does. I mean, listen. There's something kind of commendable about trying to like, speak to people on their level or like, with what they understand. There's this YouTube channel that I really appreciate that does like animal facts, but it does it like each animal is like a character in like a video game, and so it'll be like a new expansion for the world dropped, like dinosaurs, like blah blah blah. And I think that's like a really cool way to kind of talk about it for like children. But maybe not when we're talking about like a war. You know what I mean? Like another drop in the bucket to like the utter world war. It's just he's trying, I suppose.
This is B, this is C. Nobody pushes or shrinks or whatever, and it becomes so people. If before we could become fully civilized, if there was some pushes, now people are gonna get mad because dude, they pushed way back when. Okay, well now we want this back, and it seems like it's a very difficult issue, right? Because now I think the world is against pushing and
I think they're
expanding
doing more than
or
pushing.
conquering it, because that's not what we do anymore in civilized society, right?
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Push. The whole pushing thing to me is really funny because jeez, the gamer terms.
That's what I'm understanding now.
They're not really trying to solve the conflict anymore, just to manage it. The Palestinians are left feeling
He's trying
like
to plant the bomb at
negotiating
B.
and violence didn't work, and that they're stuck under an ever-growing occupation with no future as a people.
God.
That year, Israel withdraws from Gaza. Hamas gains power, but splits from the Palestinian Authority in a short civil war.
Really,
dividing
they should
Gaza
have been
from the
playing
West Bank.
Momentum.
Israel puts Gaza
Destiny.
under a suffocating blockade, and unemployment rises to 40%. This is the state of the conflict as we know it today.
Yes.
It's relatively new, and it's
Okay.
unbearable for Palestinians. In the West Bank,
That map is
more and
way
more
too small for that
settlements
paper. I
smothering
didn't like it.
Palestinians often spawn with protests,
That map
sometimes
is too
violence,
big for his
most just
brain.
violence.
It's like
Gaza,
he's
Hamas,
broken
other
right
violent
now. Look
groups
at
have
him.
periodic wars with
I
Israel.
just hope that nobody.
unutilized space.
The fighting overwhelmingly kills Palestinians.
I just hope that nobody
including lots of
tears that
civilians.
map because then it would
In
be like
Israel
ripped
itself,
paper and we'd have to
most
pay
people
money to
become
Illuminati.
apathetic. For the most part, the occupation
who else is bad with
relatively
money?
removed
No,
from their daily lives, with moments of brief, horrible violence. There's little political will for peace.
All right, let's wrap
No
it
one
up,
really knows where the
XQC.
conflict
Let's
goes from
hear
here.
your
Maybe
brilliant
a third
thought.
intifada,
Yeah.
maybe the Palestinian Authority collapses.
End it
But everyone
on a
agrees
strong
that
note.
things as they are now can't last much longer. Israel's
Oh my God, he's
occupation of
only got a
Palestinians
minute.
is too unstable to last.
What if that before the displacement during World War II, Vatican gave majority of Palestinian land and displacement equal lot. Bro, this is complicated as fuck, yo.
Unless something dramatic changes,
Was
the
that-
occupation acts will be much worse.
He just rage quit that. He's like, I ain't.
That was 7 years ago.
Good old Vox. Thanks, Vox. Appreciate it.
Was that it, XQC?
Is that?
Yeah, that's complicated, yo.
So
Oh
he
shit.
answered you.
Yeah, guys, I asked for context and somebody gave me a fucking book. So that shit.
That's a tweet, not a book.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think he's read one, to be fair. Wow, he didn't even give his take. I mean, I guess he was kind of giving it.
It was a minute of him saying, oh, book.
The XQC definitive take is it's confusing and I don't like it. Turn it off.
All
There you
right.
go.
Alberto
And
back.
now for the palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
We need some like violin music to go over this.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, you definitely don't want to play the
That
music she's
chick-
playing.
Chicka song. You're like, oh yeah.
We need Ben Shapiro playing Schindler's List.
Mhm. Schindler's pissed.
That was good. That was a good one.
Ben Shapiro wishes he was us, so they could fuck his sister legally.
What?
I mean,
That's called incest, Mitch.
He's us. That's why he wishes he was us.
you know,
Yeah,
if
he
you wanted to
wishes
fuck
he
your
could
sister
come
too,
and
you
land
would
like
be you would be getting into a bull and branch bed, right? That's what you really need is a bull and branch bed so you can fuck your sister, all right, folks.
No, don't clip that. No, don't. No.
It's like I want to fuck my sister without repercussions.
Oh, well, now we reset it. I'll clip that as well.
Jesus Christ. Guys, I meant that we can fuck Ben Shapiro's sister. That's what I meant, and he can't. Now that's going to get out of fucking context.
He's asking in chat, Mitch, did you ever beat those allegations?
No, earlier in the stream I came out, and I was like, it's like a big old dick.
Well, there you go. Truth come out. I guess that's technically beating the allegations, not in the way you wanted. Maybe.
It's no longer an allegation. It's just it's not an allegation if it's a fact.
It's just true. It's just accurate.
So, wait a minute. Okay.
And yes, Jesus Christ, it does kind of remind me of it.
Beavers, were you watching? Did you see XQC's great thoughts?
He had no internet. He couldn't watch.
I did see it.
Yeah. What did you think of his brilliant take at the end? Like, it was a standing ovation. I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
really
I feel like what we've learned from XQC is that, according to XQC, Jewish people are greedy. We need to create a place called Landia.
Right, where we just feed them all apples and they'll be fucking happy for once.
And
well, no, not really, because of the Jewish people, right? Because you'll say to them, take 4, and they'll take 64. You know, it's greedy.
We got $2 from Joe, aka Mr. Brain Yum Leia. Isn't Abigail Shapiro a little small for Mitch?
Oh,
what?
I don't know what that means.
She's got big tits, but she's not as fat as Mitch would normally like.
Like your woman a little bit more.
As long as she got a fat ass.
Yeah,
well, listen, we'll look at the palate cleanser in a little bit.
As long as we got to buy 2 plane tickets just for her.
Damn, you want that ass that fat? Okay.
Mitch is like, 2 plane tickets for you, and I'll sit in your tits.
Yeah. So long as it makes air travel so expensive for us, if it's an 8-hour drive, like, we're just going to do the drive.
Yeah, it's he's bringing out his inner Australian. He wants to be a kangaroo. He wants to be a little Joey in the little pouch, you know.
But I got a funny story. I've had to start Uber driving again, and I went to pick up 4 people. They were 3 fatties and 1 skinny.
And you were like, "It's so on. It is so on."
No, they were fucking disgusting. They were not the good kind.
So you were like, "It's so on. It's so on."
The fucking skinny guy got in the front, and he forced the 3 fatties to sit in the back next to each other.
Well, it's weight
and the car nearly bottomed out. And they'd been eating seafood, and they were like, "Oh, those oysters were so bad. I had 3 of them." And I'm thinking, it took you 3 for you to realize that. And she's like, "I'm gonna throw up."
You
and I'm like, it's not even 7 p.m. and there's already a puker.
And then she looked at you and said, "Do you want to see food?" And there you go.
No, they don't know me from bars. They don't know that I'm into that. By the way, I also wanted.
Whoa, into what? Hold on, what? Let that one go.
Because I want to get more Australian viewers, I actually put my Uber profile. So when they anyone orders an Uber and they get me, it now just says subscribe to quote now recording unquote.
Wow.
Aww. We're gonna get a bunch of people in our chat that are like, why did my mash have a dick in it? Why was there a dick in my mash?
Yeah.
All right. Why did my fried chicken taste like penis?
Yeah, just so we're all clear, doing donations is not a way that you're going to get food.
I'm an Uber people driver. I drive people, not food.
Oh. Okay.
Oh. Why was he getting aroused in front of my 3 fat friends?
Why was the car bottoming out, but his balls weren't, you know?
I have had an awkward situation though one time. Because you don't know where they're going until they get in the car and like you say that they're in the car, then it tells you where you're going. And turned out it was a trip that was going to be over an hour, and I just had lunch, so my stomach, like, you know when you eat lunch and you're like, fuck, and you need to undo the top button. I was like, I usually do that when there's no
recording or a stream.
Yeah. Yep. I usually do that when there's no passengers in the car, but like 10 minutes into the trip, I was like, I got to do it now. I can't wait another fucking hour. Fucking did it. But it was 2 women in that car. They freaked the fuck out. They're like, what the fuck?
Wait, they did? They saw you do it?
I don't know how.
Wow. Well, did you get a tip, or did they get a tip?
It's like, I have a feeling these ladies aren't going to be able to pay for it.
Come on, everyone's done it. But yeah, I'm fat.
Not while driving people.
I have never done that. No.
I would have passed out. I couldn't breathe. It was a matter of safety.
I mean, I get it. I've been to Texas State Brazil before.
Wear comfortable pants. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Mitch thoughts Mitch undoes his pants, starts jerking into the car. He's like, "It's a
No,
matter
I
of
did not-
safety,
Jesus
okay?"
Christ. Jesus Christ. Why do I tell this story? How
3-hour
can I get
tour.
taken out of
A
context?
3-hour tour.
Nothing flipped out. Nothing flipped out.
Nothing flopped out but his belly, right?
Yeah, it was just your it was your belly, you know.
I quit.
Are you just realizing what story you've told? Is that really what you're just realizing now?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But no, because I know it's an innocent story, but now I'm hearing it and I'm like, oh, doesn't. Oh, fuck, that can be twisted.
Well,
I
need to
would
private this
already-
stream, guys.
If I saw my Uber
Members
driver
only.
undo his pants while we are driving, and I was a woman, I would be very concerned. I can
there was
understand
somebody in the
concern.
passenger seat, Mitch. Like
No, they were in the back.
Oh, they were all in the back. Okay, which is why it was
Yeah.
bottoming out. Okay, well that's I can. All right.
Did you,
Listen,
did you make a Slazo joke while you were at it?
Salvo or Slazo?
Slazo.
Oh, no. No, I was going to say, I didn't know Salvo existed at this point.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so
All right,
Beavers.
moving on with the docket.
Yeah, what's up with
I'll
this?
be back next week for more Uber stories. Stay tuned
Alright.
next week.
It'll be good content.
This is a image of the what the Palestinians, what Hamas used to paraglide into the Israeli music festival. And two things: one, you could never pay me enough to get in that thing.
Not unless the Halo theme song was playing. You know.
Okay, but that's what I was gonna say. I think XQC saw this. This is where he's getting those gamer terms from.
Oh, because he's just putting two and two together with that.
Are you kidding me? He's the one who got the. Oh my god.
Ian Mao's Chung. Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know. This just when I saw this, I thought of me and Mitch.
Yeah.
You know. Is that an outing? Is that a nice outing?
Get the car.
I love it too because you guys are still Bert and Ernie, so it's just like, hey Bert, what do you want to do? What do you want to do today, Bert?
Where are we dropping
Jeez,
Bert?
Ernie. I don't know.
I want to take out the infidels.
We're going to Sandy Shores today.
Oh my god.
You can't shoot at them. You just gotta wait for them to line up, and then you go pop, like the fishy
We're
bit.
so fucked. Oh my god, we're so fucked.
Satire, joking. We're having
Oh
funnies.
my god.
Joey. Okay. You know what, guys? I'm serious. It's been an honor being on this stream with you.
We should have, you know what? If we were going to do this, this should have been our premiere live over on Rumble or on Kick. This is the one we should have done over there. Because man, do I have a lot of jokes, and man, can I not say any of them. Oh, God.
I love Jewish people. That's why I
Yeah,
joke.
no, Jewish people are amazing. Palestinian people are pretty cool too.
I do that. If I love someone or something, I just fucking tear them to shreds until they hate me.
Explains what Maggot's been saying about you. Ugh.
See, I'm imagining you're playing Warzone, and then you're just all in this little vehicle right here, and you just fly right in, and be like, "Hey, what's up, guys? I just need to get a gun on the ground. I need some ammo."
Cat's Flockin just donated $5 Canadian and said our UAV is online.
Oh my.
Accurate. True. Real.
Okay, so one, it is very funny that that's the vehicle that they chose to use, right?
Right?
But even funnier, in an alternative timeline, can you imagine if they got shot out of the fucking air while flying that thing?
They go up to the pearly gates. How did you die? I died flying a tricycle.
Attached to a fucking industrial fan.
Yeah.
They
Looks like
couldn't
rubber
afford,
bands, honestly.
Yeah, because it's literally they couldn't afford like a drone or some shit. Like a little
They are the
thing.
drone.
They are the drone. It's even got the gun on the front.
Da-na-na-na.
All right.
Like even the fucking Japanese that ended up kamikazing themselves, right? They look at that and they laugh, bro. They're like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
Niall donated $2 Australian and said DMAX is funded by Epstein, whoever that is.
Does
No
Epstein
relation.
need you?
I don't know if we should even speculate, to be fair. Honestly, I don't know anything about that.
Matt. Someone put the Matt signal up. It's just a leg.
Anyone needs pay me.
All right. What else? What Beavers? This is your tweet.
Okay, so because this is obviously a
a
controversial topic, there have been people protesting from either side of the conflict, right?
And they're all right.
So
they're all right.
They're all right.
Yeah.
They're alt-right, some of them. But mainly the Israelis. I saw this one tweet which led me to quote tweet it and say, "Homeboy doesn't realize that he would be next." If you could just open that up for us, Cole.
You want me to do it on stream? You're sure?
Yes.
Fuck you, one needs pay me.
Okay, he said it. All right.
Whoa. Okay.
So
that's a bad look.
This was a guy in New York, I believe. Yeah, New York City during the pro-Palestinian protest. He was showing that towards, I believe it were the Jewish people that were arguing on the other side. And so he went with a SWAT sticker to say that, according to the Palestinians, the Israelis are basically Hitler.
Is there any is there any irony there, or maybe some self-reflection on this man's part, for that particular symbol? I just feel like that particular symbol, the ideology behind it probably wouldn't really appreciate that man, if you understand what I'm saying, TOS wise.
Well, he's holding that thing up, but I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, he would be the first one to the chamber.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's not a very big thing.
And Germany's covered in snow, so he's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. That's all I'm saying. There ain't no
He's not
hiding.
gonna be hiding in any attics or anything. No.
Although maybe in an attic, it's dark in there.
Okay, all right. I tried to. Okay.
Thank you, Beavis.
If we're not demonetized by now, I'd be amazed.
Yeah. Thank you, Beavis, for making us all look better.
Hey, it's a natural buff.
Okay. Cat's Flockin says, it's a peace wheel, guys. Thanks for the $2 Canadian. Joe, aka Mr. Brain Yum Leia, with $2 says, "Stream without Matt is the inmates running wild." Yeah, for real. It really is. We are Gotham. We are Arkham.
I imagine, I think they probably tried to make a square wheel before they tried a circle, right? It just seems easier. But if they were using the spokes, do you think they used the SWAT sticker as the spokes for the square wheel?
That would be, I can't even I fucking hate TOS so much. So many things I wish I could say. So many.
What do you want to say, D-Max, while on the subject?
No, not like that. No. I'm just saying,
what are you just itching to get out?
No, it's not like that. It's just I don't know what I can joke about, because I would love to say what if there was a spinner like a what do you call it, like a hubcap, or you know what I mean, one of those gangsta spinners, but it's actually like a swastika. I don't know if
you were gonna say fidget spinner.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
that too.
Do you think they have a fidget spinner they hand out to people?
Almost positive they must, right?
Did they have autism?
Okay, right. Okay, but let's be real here.
That's where you draw the line, Beavers. You're okay with showing a swastika?
No.
Autism and ancient times inventing the wheel? Oh, no, hang on a minute.
No,
hang on a minute.
I was going to say,
they didn't have the Hedgehog until 1991.
If somebody came up to you and they offered you a swastika fidget spinner, right? You're definitely taking it.
No.
I would swing at the. I would spin it the opposite direction, so it was the Buddha symbol, and then that way I'd be fine. It's just it's an act of peace, really.
Actually, yeah, they got those all over Japan.
Yeah, it's kind of damn it, I can't say.
What color do you think would take over the swastika fidget spinner? Do you think it would be the black part or the white part?
Can we go to the next one?
I think yeah, I don't think we can speculate. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, well, okay, this is D-Max retweeted this.
I did, yeah. Because it's funny, because I think it is legitimately it's a wonderful meme of You know, it's that famous meme that was going around for a minute where it's like a hot dude comes up and he's like, oh, and yeah, say that. And then, oh, you're so sweet. And then it's a, fat, ugly dude. And she's like, oh, God, human resources.
What about for the viewers that can't read?
Wait, did the hot guy come in there and say, I want to eradicate the Jews?
That's what the tweet says. That's what the tweet says that I was trying not to say.
No, but was that the original one?
No.
It was just like, well, if a hot guy says it, it's okay.
No, because the original tweet,
the original tweet was hitting on the woman. It was a sexual harassment comic.
Yes, exactly. It's that if he's a handsome man, it's not sexual harassment. It's very nice and sweet. And if it's a fat, ugly dude, then it's sexual harassment. And the joke is that Palestine can hate the Jews and that's fine, or the Palestinian government can hate the Jews or whatever, but the Nazis can't.
The moral of the story is you got to stop eating McDonald's and get on a treadmill, and you'll be unstoppable.
Well, yeah, then you can just say anything you want. Really? Yeah. Even advocate for genocide.
If you're attractive.
Yeah, if you're attractive. You're fat,
Yeah.
That's why Hitler did meth.
He needed to stay fit.
Yeah.
With it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right.
Well, moving on. This is another one. This was quite a funny. Well, let's start off with the not so funny part. That man that you see there, he's dead. Rip.
Oh.
Now, the funny thing about it is...
yet, I don't think.
Well, the funny thing about it is they say in the tweet he's been killed, but then they just show like a pile of clothes next to it. So have the Israelis unlocked ray gun technology?
No. They got raptured.
Yeah.
They got raptured.
Him.
No, it was the rapture came down and it's being very selective.
So what you're saying is the Jews have God on their side.
Yeah, and anime. Which means they're gonna okay.
Moving on.
Yeah, all right.
Moving on.
I saw while we're talking about having God on your side, I saw an interesting thing. Who left? Core.
Oh, there he is.
Why is this on the fucking docket?
Well, that's what we were going to talk about. Your little schmear. Do you like a little schmear? A little bit of salmon? How you like your Jewish pussy?
Listen, I had about eight high strength beers when I tweeted this. All right.
I was wondering. I always wonder what tweets like this from you. I'm like,
I did not know this was going to be analyzed and put on display.
You literally said it. But dude, you literally said this earlier in the stream too. Like you could just repeat it right now. Go read the tweet.
They got gorilla grip.
Oh my god.
I'm not reading my tweet. They're not intended to be said. They're intended to be read in your mind.
And frankly, it shows.
In your heart. Yeah, and frankly, it shows. And frankly, it shows.
It shows.
You know, it's going downhill for you, Mitch. You've just implied that Jewish women have an inherent different trait to everybody else. What are you trying to say here, buddy? Like, goddamn, those Jewish girls, they got gorilla grip. Am I right? That's the only redeeming thing about them.
No.
Hang on. Wait.
No, he didn't say that. I don't think he said that.
I could fix this. Hold on.
You can't. It's been too long. You can't edit it.
No, I can.
It's not.
I can. It's
you don't
done.
even have verified.
I fixed it.
What did you delete it? What did you do?
Just refresh the page.
Oh boy. All right.
Refresh. Promise. I promise.
You're gonna pull a tipster on us? Is that what's gonna happen?
Refresh it. What are you doing?
He's refreshing it.
Damn it.
Oh, it's gone.
Damn it. You were supposed to refresh that page, not fucking open a new one.
It exists in the now recording stream.
Good.
Take a screenshot of that, Core. Actually, you don't need to. It's on. It's
you
live.
know what?
I forgot
probably
we're
just
live.
pulled a Barbra Streisand effect. Now everyone's going to fucking screenshot it and just constant. God damn it.
Yeah. Well.
I'm really glad that quote tweet bot doesn't exist.
Anytime there's a conflict in the world, you know which side Mitch is on. He posts one of those tweets. He's like, well, you know, people are really showing that they've never had Iranian pussy.
Yeah. Which side fucks the best? That's what Mitch cares about.
You know what's also funny is that she was also Ukrainian, so it was like 2 for 1. It was 2 wars for 1.
That's support all of that. Yeah.
All right. I need another palate cleanser. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah. That's probably fair enough. Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Okay.
She's
Hello,
gonna find
Queen.
this one day and then
I
fucking
bet
take it
she's
forward.
got some good grip, bro.
Is this all
Where's
she
the
did?
music?
Like, I don't understand. Like, what is she
Abby
doing?
Shapiro could milk
Is she
you
doing a
so
garage
good, bro.
sale of her clothes?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Are we playing Sims? Whoa!
We'll look
Jump
at the
scare.
next one. We'll look at the next one when we need to. Okay.
I like how each of us has got like the worst of us has come out in each and every one of us while Matt's gone. Like I'm fucking talking
I haven't
about
done anything.
Yeah, oh fuck off. Yes, you have. You've done all.
What have I done?
And then I did my thing with that story. D-Max is just being
You-
D-Max, and then Core is
Mitch,
showing
You have been,
Shapiro.
you have been, you
Mitch,
have
you're-
been anti-Semitic and
No, I haven't.
racist in a single stream.
You're trying
No,
to
it's
push this on
fantastic.
all of us, but you're the one,
no.
really, Mitch.
No. I've been no, I've been awesome. I say that they are awesome, and I love them.
You
They're
like
great.
Mr.
Two things can be
Bean,
true
but
at once. All
racist.
right. Yeah.
Mr. Bean the race.
Mr. Bean, but racist. That should be the tagline for
Oh
Shock
my
Notes.
god.
Mr. Bean, but racist.
He's just-
No, it's Mr.
he's
Magoo,
just-
but racist.
Mr. Bean
Honestly.
just fumbling around, sticking his arm in the air. And he accidentally joins a fucking Nazi rally.
Mitch just stumbles into hate crimes. He's just there and he's gone.
Yeah.
Oh god. Can you imagine the voice of Mr. Bean saying Nazi shit?
Oh my god!
He gets a little Teddy and SS uniform.
This is the worst day to produce. Oh
Yeah.
god.
Oh god.
Uh,
I'm crying. I'm crying.
So I didn't actually get a chance to see this. What was Tommy's take on the whole thing? Does anybody have a TLDR for that?
I listened to this just before we went to stream. I listened to the whole thing.
Oh really?
Basically, total victory, annihilation.
Scorched earth, baby.
Really?
Go
Scorched
scorch.
earth.
Not that it's good, and not that he agrees, but you'll get less deaths now than if you let it drag on.
That's
And Vietnam
probably true.
dragged on, lost. World War II, total annihilation, victory. Still fucked up to this day, Germany. That's about it. That's the
So
too long
Tommy is
didn't
pro
thing.
glass, is what I'm hearing.
He's
Yeah,
He's pro. You know the Siege of Mandalore? That's basically what he wants to happen.
He wants to, call in a Buster call if we're talking One Piece.
The ground was turned into glass.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's pro glass, you know.
And then the Israelis come in and they're like, we could get a really good price for this fucking glass. Oh my god, just look how fucking
Yeah.
colorful.
Again, Mitch.
I mean, I would too if there was expensive glass in my backyard. I'd be like, get the fuck off! This is my glass.
Okay. All right. Well, fair
I'm gonna build a fiberglass pool with this shit. Look, that's fine. Mandalorian glass.
Mitch's take is that the Israelis should bomb the crap out of it so he can become a glass
No.
salesman.
That's what. No. I was giving the too long didn't read about Tommy, you fucking dingus, and then you put those words in my mouth.
Anyway, point being, Tommy's actually kind of right when he says.
Oh, when he says it, it's all right.
No,
Yeah.
no, because he didn't throw in the racist shit, Mitch.
I didn't throw in any racist shit. I'm not
You
racist.
did.
I can't
You
be.
literally said.
you know, satire, parody satire.
You literally said that before the bodies were cold, the Israelis would be in there to sell the glass.
But am I
Those
incorrect?
I mean, listen. To be fair, if you had a bunch of glass lying around, I mean, wouldn't you be like, we got to do something with this shit? I mean, it's just common sense. It's not even saying like anything about a particular group of people.
I'm going
Alright,
for
guys,
Israel.
let's move
I
on.
want them to win. Does that make it any better? Listen, that's the thing with this conflict. No matter what side you pick, you're gonna piss off half the world.
Exactly.
And if you go down the middle, you just piss everybody off. So you know what? I'd rather
Which is
I'd rather
based
stick
and
with
red
Israel.
pilled.
Yeah, but when your take is
I get a good deal on the
when
glass.
When your take is genocide, so I can be a glass salesman. That's a bit horrific.
Oh my god.
But it'd be one of a kind.
I just hope it's tempered glass.
Yeah. Oh god. Hey Bert, you know. Oh fuck, I can't do the Ernie voice now.
Hey Bert, there's some glass over here.
Glass.
Fucking hell.
Enough voices talking about war.
Now imagine being high, smoking from a glass bong.
No,
and then
no,
someone
no, no,
tells
no,
you-
no. Let's just move
Shut-
on. Let's just
shut
move
up.
on. Just move on.
Oh god, I can't win with you guys. Mitch, you're too quiet. Oh,
All
Mitch,
right,
you're
all
saying
right,
the wrong
all right,
thing.
all right. What is this
Okay.
tweet? What is this tweet?
Okay,
It says
okay,
after
Mitch,
Sydney.
if it wasn't a controversial topic, I'd say, you know what? Go ahead, buddy. You're going a bit too far tonight.
No, Mitch isn't even talking about the conflict. He's just going full on anti-Semitism glass salesman.
I was talking about smoking a bong. He's not anti-Semitic.
He was taken into like a fantastical place. Yeah.
Mitch is like, let's bomb Israel, get the glass.
He
sell it to
didn't
the
say
Arabs."
that. He didn't say that.
Oh my god.
Nobody said.
Again,
no.
Beavis, you're making it so much worse than what it was. Which it wasn't even bad.
Oh God! All right. So after Sydney decided to illuminate the Sydney Opera House in colors of the Israeli flag, hundreds of Hamas supporters gathered to attack the Opera House with flares and burn Israeli flags. Aussie police had earlier told Sydney's Jewish community to stay away from that area or the area.
Mitch was gonna be that.
So Mitch, what about it?
Mitch is gonna be there asking for your number.
Selling glass on the side.
I've got this really good glass. It comes from your motherland.
I got
If you put it to your ear like a seashell, you can hear your mother cry.
Sunrise, sunset.
It burns. It burns.
Sweet dreams.
Oh, God.
Okay.
You can hear the Iron Dome.
No. 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 I'm gonna have nightmares tonight.
She just puts the fucking glass to her ear and she starts having
Nim.
like PTSD flashbacks.
Nim in the chat just reminded me of that fucking image that I think Ren Eula made of the Hitler image. That's gonna get some mileage now. Oh god!
Thank you,
no,
Joe, for the
God.
$2. Oh
Oh god!
Mitch is,
Jesus,
you know who Mitch is, right? Mitch was that guy during the Holocaust that was like, look, all right, what if we made soap?
No.
Made soap? What are you talking about?
No.
No.
That's a reference to Fight Club,
get it.
which we can't talk about. So that's irony.
I didn't watch Fight Club. I don't get
Okay, well then you shouldn't, because we shouldn't talk about
shut
it.
up, Mitch.
Historical fact. That's what they did.
You should watch Fight Club though; it's pretty good. You'd like it. You'd actually really like it, Mitch. You should watch it. We don't talk.
All
about
right, let's
it.
watch this clip. Let's
All right.
It's great.
Let's watch the
yeah.
Opera House catch fire.
Yeah.
Over a war going on the other
Oh,
side
they
of
actually
the
like.
world. They're lighting flares.
Well, that's a good look.
You know, normal people only do this during a soccer game.
Yeah, if there's a
They're
tiny
burning
team
Israel
loses.
flags. They're burning the Israel flag.
Is that like
I
legal?
get it.
Is that legal for you
Like,
guys?
pause. Where did they just have the flag of the country they hate just at the ready? Like, okay, guys, we'll just stick this in the special place with the Christmas Sorry, not Christmas decorations, but you know, and then when the time comes, get it out and burn it. Like, if you don't have that ready, that's going to take at least 4 weeks to
Oh my
get
god.
from eBay.
And it has to be good. It can't be like synthetic material either, because it wouldn't burn right. Right?
Yeah, like they must have done tests. They must have done tests, because imagine if they didn't and they went to set it on fire and it's fire retardant or whatever and it just doesn't catch fire. That would be embarrassing.
Weird Collar Guy has been a stumpy for 7 months. He says, I'm beginning to regret the trade we made for Mitch. We should have asked for more. Jesus.
You greedy
There you go.
bastard.
Yeah.
Just be happy
Poor
with
guy.
the offer you got. What are you? Oh, God.
Pray for this man, please.
Press
Pray
play.
for this man.
Press play. Quite a march from Pinhole to the Empress.
They're saying Aloha snack bar. They're really, really hungry for shit.
Well, this is, to be fair, this is the only time that you hear that phrase in public and you don't know.
From Pinhole to the Empress. It's like nearly an hour, I think, but I'm fat. What do I know? It's probably longer for me.
That sucks.
Well, as you can see, people, the world is upset. But not as upset as the person that employed Mia Khalifa. How does she tie into all of this? Well, Mia Khalifa has been very pro-Palestine.
Yeah, she confused the bang bus for the battle bus. You know what I mean? Or the other way around. You know what I mean? No?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, fine. Fair enough.
Even though if she was there, she would be the first one in the back of that bucky or the back of that pickup truck. Because yeah, she ain't making it. Yeah, she's not making it for this Mia Khalifa woman. But anyway, so she was on social media. Obviously, she's grifting, right? So she's just like, well, pro-Palestine, and then apparently she was even she was giving them advice. She was telling them to shoot in portrait. I mean, in horizontal instead of in portrait, or whatever. Because all the videos that were coming out with the
she was
phone facing
nitpicking
up.
like how they. Are you serious?
Yeah, apparently she was telling them like she was. Giving
That's
them
not how you
advice.
do it. That's not how you film war, guys. We got to go with a 16:9 aspect ratio. You can't go 9:16. What are you, savages? Or wait, 9:16, not 16:9.
Wait.
Oh, well.
Anyway,
I'm mixing it up.
So yeah, she like there for example, she's like saying, I mean it's an edgy joke, but she genuinely is pro-Palestine. But this backfired on Miss Mia Khalifa because she's currently working with a gentleman that I believe is called Zach Shapiro. Now, Chad,
no relation.
Why do you think this might have been a problem?
He's
you know,
Jewish.
Well, we could have found funny ways to beat around the bush before you said that, but
Oh, sorry.
yeah, I guess that
I
is.
wanted to know things. I like it when I'm on a roll. I can't let it stop.
It's just weird that you. It's just weird that the one thing that you guess is like, okay, related to all the other things you said tonight. I'm really worried, Mitch. I'm really, really worried.
No, I can't be. No. I think I said it before the stream, and I shouldn't repeat it now. Wait, no. Now that sounds even worse than what I actually fucking said.
Okay, Mitch. Okay.
What I said before the stream was personal info about me. Nothing bad.
Yes.
Fuck. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna go on a 5-minute timeout. All right. I'm gonna play.
Okay. All right. That's probably for the best. Well, yeah. No.
Anyway,
Mia Khalifa is a dumb whore. What do you want? I mean, you know.
Dumb whore that lost her business contract because she thought it would be a great idea to say that she's pro-Palestinian while working for a guy that has the last name Shapiro. Now they haven't said he's a Jewish guy, but it's a good bet.
So is she out or something? Is she no longer working or like what? Like, or
No,
do you
she's
just
got
think
a-
that's?
No, it was a contract that she had with this media company.
Oh, and it got terminated because of that?
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting. This is going to be really interesting for me, is just seeing like the fallout for all these different celebrities that have hot takes on the internet, and us, and if we survive. That'd be very interesting to see.
Mitch,
What
did
was
you
that
open Pokemon Go?
I did say I was gonna play it. Why?
Oh, okay.
He needs his Pokemon Go because he names everybody after us. So
That's
that
about
he
the
can
only
like
thing I
them.
haven't joked about today.
Oh god. Wait. Do you have like slave names for them?
Oh my god.
In Pokemon Go, just in Let's Go Pikachu that I'm playing, I got Pikachu as Maggot, and the not rival, because you can't have rivals anymore because like it's your friend because he only says nice things. And who do I want to say nice things about me? Beavers. So his name is Beavers. And he says compliments, and he says, "Wow, Mitch, you're amazing. I love
And
you."
you
And I'm
beat
like,
him,
"Thanks,
and you
Beavers."
beat him at all the things, and then you go, "Yeah, I'm better than you," and he goes, "Wow, Mitch,
Yeah.
you're so cool.
Yeah,
I want to
pretty
be
much.
just like you when I grow up. Smell you
much.
later, Mitch."
Pretty much.
All right. I need another palate cleanser. I'm sorry. I'm very demanding today.
That's for the best, honestly. I think that's reasonable. Okay. She's in a new shirt, so that's good.
Yeah, look at that.
All right, those are really bloomers, I guess.
We're gonna watch the rest of it. Why not?
All of
She needs to eat more burgers.
Look at that.
Huh.
I think we can get those titties bigger if she ate just a couple more Big Macs.
You have this weird thing where you want her to be inflated, Mitch. I just don't understand.
You're like pyrocynical up in this bitch.
But the weird thing about it is she's like, I mean, she's still within normal range, right? But she's on the edge, right? Like she's not skinny.
Edge
I'm
of
on
what?
the edge.
of me.
Oh, edge of being thick? Oh god.
Yeah, she could get overweight really quickly, right? You know what I mean?
So she's
like on the
staying fit,
edge.
is what you're saying. It's like it's something to praise about her is that she's right on that edge.
I think that she is ideal the way that she is. She is the ideal.
Wait, Mitch, are you saying you're a feeder and you want to make her fat?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Hey, I like skinny
The
girls.
juxtafolia, all jokes. Love Israel. I love Israel. But that right there, my feeder, that's not a joke. For real.
I like.
I want to
skinny
feed a
girls.
bitch. Yeah, good for you. How boring.
I want to feed a bitch. I want to feed a bitch. I want to feed her a Big Mac and come down her throat.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Holy shit.
Oh god. No. Did you
gonna
order
say-
mayo on that burger?
I'm a which is like, you take mayo with everything you eat, don't you, you naughty girl?
Are we talking about Shapiro or Mia Khalifa? I'm confused now.
Do you think the guy on screen here has any inkling that there's currently a bunch of dudes talking about feeding bitches whilst looking at his picture being arrested?
I was gonna make the joke that I like skinny chicks, and I think it's because I'm half German and half Jewish. You know what I mean?
What?
I
didn't get
Knowing the law.
Watch the moment a man was taken into custody by NSW police after.
Please say the long version. Say the NSW long version, Max.
I have no idea what that is. What is it?
Say it.
I don't know what it is. NSW? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
New South Wales. New South Wales.
Thank you, Beavers. Thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. That was
New
for the
South Wales.
Americans because, of course, the people outside America know because they're not stupid.
Okay. All right. So by New South Wales police after waving Israelis flag at pro-Palestine rally in Sydney.
I think this must have happened earlier in the day, right? Because in that other clip at the Opera House, they said it started at Town Hall, and this is Town Hall.
So wait, so I don't understand how this works. So you're not allowed to wave you're allowed to wave.
They don't have freedom
Castilian.
of speech in Israel.
No, but like, how does that work? So does that mean that like Australia is actively pro-Palestine then?
No, he's not being arrested. He's being moved on for his own safety. Because I've seen a longer version of this clip, and they're like, "We got you out of there for your safety. We're not on the side. It's just that it's a very hostile situation in there, and you went around waving that. Like, are you insane?"
Okay.
And he's like, "But they haven't done anything
like the people in the West Bank." Right?
Let's watch the clip.
My name is Sergeant John Barr. Okay. You've been arrested in relation to
Arrested? For doing what?
For what?
Having a flag.
Breaching the peace.
I'm having a flag.
Breaching the peace.
Having a flag.
Oh, come on, mate. You can have my
There's
flag.
100 flags in there.
You're going to come down here? I just... My name is Sergeant...
Yeah. So this is why I hate the internet, because it's made a lot of Australians think that we have American rights. Like, oh, it's my free speech. I could do it. Like, no, buddy. You're putting yourself in danger. You're going to be murdered.
Yeah, this is why this is so confusing to me. It's just like it's a big.
Well, no, and
I
mean, I imagine that Australia is pro-Israel, right?
Yeah.
Because
the government. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that they designate Hamas as a terrorist organization. I know Australia does.
Yes.
Most of
Every
the
Australian
world
is
does,
pro-Israel, including this one, and the government. We're all pro-Israel. We love it.
Because you liked what you did to those Aboriginals.
What? I didn't do it. Bitch, I'm part Aboriginal. What are you talking about?
We've already established that was not a consensual agreement.
I probably exist because of that policy that they had. Yeah. Wait, Beavers, are you playing me right now, Beavers? Are you just making me like twirl in circles and you're like, yes, dance puppet?
That's exactly what he's doing.
Yes.
Shit.
It's all we do here, dude.
Well, at least I'm figuring it out.
Yeah. You'll forget. You'll forget by
Maybe,
next week.
yeah, by next week he's forgotten.
Yeah. This is an ongoing cycle, honestly. It's just Groundhog Day. Anyway.
Speaking of war.
Oh boy, yeah.
Speaking
Are we
of
really...
war,
okay.
the more devastating and violent war that took place this week has been the cake war.
Yep.
In which D-Max took on a Jewish boy.
He's Jewish?
Wait, what?
Is he Jewish, really? Which one?
I don't know, he's got a lisp and he looks like a Jew.
Oh. Well,
wow,
I haven't seen pictures
went
of
up to
it.
Israel and Max went, "Hey, hold my beer." To stop my own one-man war.
I mean, listen.
Chat, is Smaggle Jewish?
We can make him Jewish.
Mm.
Just give me the scissors.
The cake is Gaza.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I am so over this whole cake thing. I don't care at all. Like, because I'm just so okay, here's where I'm at currently with this, all right? Because there's a whole fucking arc. All right, we talked about it on Clear as Mud, so if you want my full whatever on it, that it's over there. We had our yucks. I'm just more annoyed now because like it's like everybody's like, dude, you got so mad. And it's like really, no. I really wasn't I really was not angry.
What these people do not get, okay, is D-Max doesn't get mad anymore. Right?
No, not anymore.
He's a 29-year-old dweeb.
Yeah.
Yeah, Max,
I was gonna
say, I didn't wish you happy birthday on Twitter because I was just gonna say it to you now on the stream. So happy birthday.
You do this with every time there's a happy birthday. You always do this. You're like, I forgot, and I'm gonna find a way.
No, I didn't.
Mitch, you didn't even have to. You don't even have to. I appreciate it. Thank you.
The
for
other
happy
thing
birthday.
is, I thought you were like 23.
Oh, well, I am 29.
Okay.
You're a year off from being in your 30s. Like it's all downhill
he's
from
still
there.
younger than you.
Can you
I
guys?
know, but I thought he was.
You're like 5 years away from being 40, Mitch.
No, I have a policy, right? If I'm going to be talking to the person, or like in real life, if I'm going to be seeing them, I tell them in person. I don't go writing on their Facebook, "Happy birthday." I just save it for what I'm going to, because I think it means more.
No, it's based. It's based.
3 months later. Happy birthday!
By the way, yeah, belated birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, you got to give it a week.
I have
rules.
rules.
You give it a week. I do have rules, but after a week, nah, sorry, you got to wait till next year.
All right.
Gotta wait till next year
though?
if it's longer than a week.
I would like to correct the record on something about this cake, though. Now that I'm sitting here and looking at this and having this whole conversation play out in front of me, yeah, I think the cake might be gay.
It is a little, yeah.
Might be a
It's
little gay.
All right.
Okay,
Can
so
someone explain to me what you're talking about?
What, the cake?
Yeah, I wasn't on the internet for like 2 weeks.
Go ahead and go into the reply, go into the quote retweets, go find Smaggle's quote retweet, because that's what
while
kind of
he
started
does
it.
that, right? Mitch, you have no right to say that's a gay cake.
How do you?
I didn't say it was gay.
Press the quote retweet.
No,
or press the
because I
retweet
mean,
and then-
we've all
quotes.
seen that photo of you when you were still married, and you're like sitting there at the table, and all the plushies are in the background. Remember that photo? Yeah,
Nope.
We've all seen it.
Nope.
You've blocked.
It wasn't on my birthday cake though, was it?
You were living in it.
Because I was a
You were
normal
living
married
in the
person. No, I was a normal married person where like the woman gives her guy a room and he can do whatever he wants in that room, and she gets the rest of the house.
So what you're doing, so what you're saying is you are claiming full responsibility for that gay ass room. That was all you. That was all you, buddy.
Yeah. But listen, I had everything else shut off. Like, couldn't go out get drunk, couldn't go do nothing. So it was like, what else am I gonna do? Anyway, Max, sorry. Let's talk
No,
about
you're
your
good.
cake.
Yeah, I would
No,
much rather
let's
talk
talk
about
cake.
that instead of this.
Nah, come on.
Okay, all right. Well, so
Let's talk
yeah,
about the
Smaggle.
case.
So, and I think this is where everybody thinks that I'm mad, and it is worth correcting the record. I know it's so fucking gay having to. I'm not mad, guys. I'm not mad. I swear I'm not mad. But it's like it's just annoying because there's still people who are like, dude, are you okay? And I'm like, bro. Like it was okay. So he retweeted that. He quote retweeted that Smaggle did, and he said, "How the fuck? I can't do his voice, but it's how the fuck are you almost Odie and proclaim your love for My Little Pony and One Piece." And then I replied and said, My mom got me this cake, dude. Show some fucking respect. And then I put on some fucking hater blockers and did a moonwalk. And then he said, even worse. And then I replied, your face is even worse. And I got a bunch of updoots and totally ratioed him. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So this caused like a whole fucking thing. Spondyle and his crew came after me and whatever. It's all in good fun. They can make fun of me for having a fucking gay ass cake. My mom built that fucking Thousand Sunny, which was like a model thing that took like a bunch of pieces and shit. She probably spent like 2 hours building it just for a fucking cake topper. So shout out to my mom. Mom, Mame, you're the best. Love you guys. Actually had a really great birthday. Yeah, this is just gay. It was just stupid that this is even a thing. But honestly, talking about this on Clear as Mud was a lot better than what we had to here talking about fucking war. So, you know, it's whatever. It's fine.
We're going to have call-ins. If you're Jewish or Palestinian, please call in. We want to hear your side of the story.
Oh,
yeah, we want to know. We want to know,
Yeah.
you know? We're man on the street interviews. We're going to be doing it. You and me, Beavers. We're going to be going over to Palestine. Gaza Strip. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm not going over to that shithole.
Okay. There you go.
All right, we weren't here for a week, so apparently the Lolcow podcast that everybody was looking forward to came to a screeching halt.
Yeah. For the funny
And it's not for the reason that anybody thought. It was for like just the most random bullshit, ridiculous, like how the fuck did we get here situation. It's wild.
Let's listen to Nicholas Diorio explain it. If you can just get to the part where Nick explains it. It's pretty early on.
You didn't give me a fucking timestamp? You're an asshole.
What have you... Cole, what have you been doing this whole stream? You're supposed to produce. All right?
Yeah, so I'm supposed to deafen listen to it while the audience can hear it? Yeah, you're right. I should have done that. My bad.
I don't care how you got to do it.
What was it?
From these podcasts. Despite
okay.
Keep coming back to is that Tommy has benefited immensely from these podcasts, despite any negative claims that he's made. He did a Baited podcast. He might not have brought in a shitload of money there, okay? There might not have been a ton of episodes, but what he did get was the microphone that he's been using for the last 5 years. And even though this podcast never launched, you want to tell everybody what model camera
I got the Facecam Pro, the brand new one, like the brand new one. and I got that, and I guess I suppose I gotta thank Keemstar.
Didn't even show off for an
unlike
Elgato?
last time, I think a lot of blame goes to Keem. I think almost none goes to Keem this time around. And
I'm gonna make an argument as to, based on what I know, I think he is slightly to blame on this.
Okay,
but we will talk.
I'm gonna go get water.
I think.
But we are hoping that we can get you booked on at least 2 more podcasts, so Keem might buy you a computer by 2025.
Yeah, right. Well, I will say this before you go in, because here's the way we're gonna do it, folks. I'm gonna let Nick go. If he makes a mistake or something's got to be corrected, I'm gonna do it afterwards. I'm not gonna interrupt him.
Put it on like 1.5.
Let him go. We'll
sure.
tie any loose ends after what he has prepared.
And anybody who has questions about this podcast, I put up a tweet. It's on my Twitter right now. Just throw something below there. I'm going to read through that. I got a few to ask him after we go through the story. But if you have any like specific things I wouldn't think of about like the relationship between Wings and Boogie and their chemistry, or I don't know, you have like a quirky Lolcow type question or something like that, just shoot it to me there. I'll be reading those while we're doing the actual interview portion of it.
There you go. So the only thing I want to say before Nick goes through is I was hyper self-aware going into this, knowing Keem in my history. And I think my hyper over-awareness and to change gears and not be abrasive and not be confrontational is actually also responsible, but it's no fault of my own. The fact that you know me, I'm confrontational.
So this is the fascinating thing about this whole thing is that like it's one of those things where it doesn't make any sense, right? When somebody just tells it to you like on its face, but once you like pull out and like pull the camera back and see all of the players and all of the history of everything, it starts to make a lot more sense. My initial take to this, like what we're about to see, is like I didn't believe any of this. I thought it was all bullshit. I thought like there's no way that this could have played out like this. It doesn't make any sense. But like honestly, like what Tommy's saying here, this is like we're gonna see, or you know, if you watch the whole stream, you see at various moments there are these little light bulb moments. At least for me, there were where it's like you get it, like okay, this is like not his fault, like obviously, because and Tommy actually does a good job of like kind of explaining that it's like it. You know, he was worried about pissing off Keem in the way that he did with Baited, so he was hyper aware of that. So he was doing everything, framing everything that he was doing on that premise, you know? So I don't know. It's like it's interesting to kind of like see how where everybody's at with each other. You know, nobody just communicates apparently. Anyway, go ahead.
I didn't do it this time because I didn't want to rub Keem the wrong way to make it look like I was making a move on his podcast. So by not doing that, somebody made a move on his podcast, and I'm gonna let you. So I'm gonna let you take it. You know.
Actually, while I explain a little, I want to kind of expand on what you just said. But while I'm doing that, can you put up a poll in the chat? Do you know how to do that?
Sure, I think so. Yeah.
All right, do a poll. Let's put the question as: who do you think? Who is at fault for the podcast failing?
Okay.
And let's put just a bunch of names on there. You know, Boogie, Wings, Keem, you.
Okay.
And we'll just see what the chat thinks before we actually explain it. Because I guarantee
is
all
at
of them are wrong.
fault?
But I think Tommy brings up a really good point on that one. Because with Baited or whatever, he kind of was just like the laugh track, and he kind of was like the middle guy that was keeping the podcast entertaining between two titans who were fighting back and forth. But you got some criticism at Catch 33 for kind of being a bit heavy-handed, especially
Yes.
with the live streams, right?
Oh, yeah. I almost like ruined it. You know, like, yeah, it was definitely my fault. You know.
A lot of people blame Clown for not being around there.
Well, that was probably
I
the biggest thing, but I didn't make it any easier. For Lolcow failure. Hold on a second. Failure.
They should have just given the edit to Clown. It would have come out faster.
All right.
Someone's
Keem?
blaming me already in chat. I actually did have my hands on this, but not in the.
Oh, sorry, my mic was muted. I also funny you say that. Tidbit of information. We're not gonna see a Clown video anytime soon. I'll give you guys a hint. The J Station Part 2 is probably not gonna come out for a while.
Oh, he was editing over in Israel, and it just didn't go well for him.
Might as well.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Listen, you didn't hear from me.
Keem?
Okay.
Boogie, Wings, Tommy C. All right.
Yeah. All right, guys, put your vote in on that one. We're gonna see how many votes we can get. Get your friends in here because I know everyone's gonna be watching the VOD. You're gonna want to be here live.
You're gonna want to be live. There it is. There it is. I'm dying to see this.
So, let me just get the date when we were talking about this. On Friday, May 5th at 10:06 p.m., I decided that I did not want to be the third host of the Lolcow podcast. I don't know if we ever talked about this publicly. I don't know if we talked about this really in any capacity, but the Lolcow podcast, in theory, had been something that's been talked about for like the last 5 years. Everyone wanted to see two big names, really. Wings of Redemption, DSP. I've seen that third slot bounce around, but Boogie 2988 definitely fits that in the current day and age, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 fucking huge titans who have long-standing hate communities that follow them, get to watch these guys just banter back and forth, complain, say a bunch of funny shit. As much as people like to like bash on guys like Wings and Boogie, they are pretty fucking funny in their own right, even when you're not necessarily laughing at them. And that whole like, you know, having the 3 of them on there bouncing back and forth could have been some really cool content. And there's been Keem's been trying to push this for a long time. There's been a push from the community for a long time to get these guys together. Anytime that you ever hear any of these guys in the same room, it's always like a legendary podcast. And even getting people like Wings to be a bit self-aware and talk to his own
that
trolls
was one thing
pulls
about
in like
this,
a massive audience
because
too.
we're not going to watch the whole thing. That was one thing about this that was really sad to hear, was like, well, especially when it was so like, you know, like it's not going to happen kind of a thing, was like they were going through all of the different like people that they were going to have on as guests and stuff, and it just is like, dude, man, they were going to try to get on Turkey Tom, like, fuck, there's just so much Frank Castle, they had said at some point, or Frank Castle. It's like so many cool opportunities that, you know, could have happened, but
You think that was going to happen. Tommy, like 2 episodes in, was going to be like, I want more money. And then it would have all gone to shit.
Beavis said it, not us. Beavis, he said it.
I don't think that would have happened. I think everybody's
I don't
learning the
either. That's what I'm
lessons.
saying. Beavis is the one saying that. He's saying it, not us.
I'm not happy
Wouldn't
with
have-
this split.
He wouldn't have asked. He would have demanded. He would have said, "That's mine."
History doesn't repeat itself; it just rhymes. You know?
Yeah.
So this thing was fucking primed to explode. Probably more so than the baited experiment back before podcasts got super big. I think that this podcast had a chance to be bigger. And obviously, you know, all that stuff happened with DSP. He didn't want to be involved with it. He said, fuck Keemstar, cut Keemstar out. Don't let him be the middleman. Don't let him produce this podcast, which I saw a lot of people on Twitter say, like, yeah, maybe fuck Keemstar. What's he doing for this podcast? But Keemstar provided, like, the assurance that, like, this would be viewed at, like, if he's organizing this, you know, this thing has, like, a person behind it that's looking to get it put out, who's looking to make some money. And it's not just 3 guys who are losers. 3 guys who are losers who can't you need some straight guy in the middle of this whole thing to get this thing to come together. And that's what Keem was providing, right? He was putting his name behind it. It wasn't just a group of misfits. It was a group of misfits and Keemstar. For some of you, that might be the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So now in May, this podcast is finally starting to come to fruition.
I think
Keem reaches out to me and says, hey, DSP.
Cool. I do think that if the content was good, and they say it was good, right? I think success. But I don't think that Keem is such a big player anymore, right? Because if you No, because if you think about the Keemstar show, the Keemstar show had shit views for being a Keemstar project.
They were okay.
I think he's more talking about like the capital end of it. You know what I mean? And he's got connections. I mean, that's the one thing you can't take away from Keem. He may not be able to like pull views immediately like that, but I mean, he definitely pulls in terms of just like who he knows. You know? So
What were the views on the Keemstar show?
So let's see. Videos, terrible. See, the Seth the Programmer thing was a rare event, but like anything regular, it just kind of was averaging.
But I mean, maybe that's the thing, is like Keem would be able to get at the start off views, maybe like, you know, the 20K or whatever, and then the content would have pushed it further, maybe.
I mean, but you also have to remember, right? Looking at like his Drama Lair channel, right? Like he would get a bigger push on here than that Keemstar show. Sure. I don't know. He just hasn't uploaded, and I think he still knows.
If he, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think he still knows people. He's still well connected. He's still in the sphere, right spheres in people's ears. But the influence that he used to have, and I don't want to say respect, but the attention that he used to get isn't as prominent as it used to be. Because you don't hear people talking negatively the same way they used to about him. Like
well, he's
every
got
day.
businesses now, so it's like he can't really do certain things like he kind of used to. I mean, granted, he's still Keemstar, he still does that kind of thing, but like, I don't know. I mean, my honest take on that is just like I wish if he uploaded, I feel like I feel like the views would come. You know what I mean? Like they may not come right away, but if he were to do that, it would basically be like another kind of community building thing, and you get a lot of people over probably not that long of a time. I think it would take like maybe a year, and the engines would be fired back up. But he's a busy man.
Oh,
I just want to see you again, Peapod or Father.
Daddy. Is
Dad.
that what you're gonna say?
So the other thing Keemstar though is every podcast he touches fucking dies quick. Like Keemstar show didn't last that long. Baited last a few years, but didn't have as many episodes as it could have. And then it did have a death in the middle there before he resurrected it with that big fat guy. What was it? Was Mum's Basement?
Yeah.
Was that his?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. See, I know stuff.
Yeah. Lore.
So if he touched this one, yeah, this one died before it even got out the gate, allegedly.
So it's the Keemstar curse. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's a Keemstar curse when it comes to podcasts.
See, you didn't even mention the Bad Kids podcast. I'm surprised. Keemstar had a podcast back in the day with Only Use Me Blade, and then I don't remember.
Oh
who else.
yeah, no, we talked about that.
I'm a deep lore on Keem, but yeah, no, I think he could be great once again, but I don't think he's. I think he's too busy with the boxing stuff to
make Drama Alert great again.
I don't know why he doesn't upload his Snapchat shorts to
yeah, he
YouTube
should just.
Shorts.
I don't understand that either. Like that's weird to me. Because he makes
takes,
the yeah.
It
I
takes
guess
2
it's
seconds.
It's an exclusive. No, well, it must be like an exclusive contract or something.
I think it's because Drama Alert is his baby.
Yeah, but why not post it on YouTube? Like shorts do great, and especially like his shorts, I feel like they do really good.
I don't think he wants to fuck with his YouTube channel anymore. He just wants to leave it. It's like his baby. It's what he created.
I just don't understand Keemstar giving up, basically.
Stay there.
I don't get
I know, because it's also there's something to be said about getting out while the going's still good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like
you don't want to be that guy on YouTube.
But yeah, but like I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little gay here, but like it's like Keemstar used to have that fire, you know, that passion for content creation. It's just like, where did it go? Like it's just like he used to really care.
Well, he's wanted to retire how many times? Like 3 or 4 times in the last couple of years?
But that's because like that's normal content creator burnout. Whenever I heard or at least like the 3rd or 4th time when I heard that, it's like, dude, Keem, you just need to take a break. Go have fun with Brantley for a minute.
I just don't think he wants to be that guy that uploads a Drama Alert and gets 200k views or 100k views.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to be that guy. I think he wants to go out with a bang.
He's cursed by the metrics. Don't care about the views. Just do it. You're already a multi-millionaire.
Look at fucking iDubbbz. Ooh.
Well, Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it's still good views. Don't get me wrong. Like anybody
Yeah.
else would be happy with it, like 200K
Yeah, but it's hate
or
views.
whatever. Yeah, but it's like if you look at his channel now, it's like you look at all of his other shit, and it's like, oh, a million, and then it's 200K. Like, look there. You can literally, you can see it. Oh, that's painful on his channel. Now, if Now Recording could get this,
Yeah.
like,
No, we'd be doing.
I'm on the
great.
fucking moon, bro.
One day.
Yeah, but if you got these million episodes and then 200K, you done fucked up. You done fucked up. And it's just gonna get worse and worse over time. It's not gonna improve. Unless he... No, I don't think iDubbbz can make a comeback. I really
No,
don't.
iDubbbz has totally ruined his brand. Like anybody who had any respect for him, it's...
I think he can if he divorces his wife and makes a video where he looks bruised and battered and says
Oh my
what
God.
a bitch she is.
No. He looks bruised and battered, and then he makes a content cop on her.
Yeah.
He just doubles down on old iDubbbz.
It was all a big play. He married her
awesome.
for the content.
That'd be awesome. I would respect the hell out of that.
I've invaded the camp of Anissa Joma and everybody else. I tricked them all.
You know what's fucking weird about Anissa? Right? She has no problem showing her titties and stuff on OnlyFans and stuff like that. But then she gets on a stream with like iDubbbz or something. She's like, "Can I not be shown on the camera? I'm really just not feeling great right now." And you're like, you show your asshole to people for $5 a month.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like nobody's judging you for your face at this point. That ship has sailed.
Well, you know, on that note, Wookie Z said in chat, would you want 100,000 people to hear this episode?
Yes.
Mitch?
Huh?
Play
What'd you say?
Just play the video. It's fine.
Not involved. Do you want to get
damn
into
it, why do you always
these
catch me
guys
out?
and, better or for worse, kind of take Tommy's role. Kind of ask them some
funny that
questions,
way.
keep them on, like play the straight guy in between the two funny idiots, right? And get them going. Just make the Lolcow pig squeal a little bit. You know, he reached out to me, he offered me this. I thought about it, and I hit up Augie and I said, "What would you think about me being the third co-host of the Lolcow podcast?" And Augie and Tom said, "That would be like probably your worst fucking decision ever.
Right.
Like I don't think there'd be any way to come back from that one. You'd be the host of the Lolcow podcast. Is that the
not
image
this
you
Tom.
want to portray?
Not this Tom.
No, Turkey Tom,
Yeah,
Tom
okay,
Dart,
yeah,
right?
okay.
And he told me it was a terrible fucking idea. I considered it in reality with a job and stuff like that. I didn't know if I'd have the. I mean, Tommy knows from Baited firsthand that when the Lolcow podcast is filming, you drop everything because the Lolcow podcast is filming. For example, when you were recording Baited, weren't you out to dinner with your wife
Yes.
one night during
And
the
I ran
recording?
home. Yes, 100%.
And it was like, honey, we gotta go.
Let's go.
This
But I
five-star
prepared her.
restaurant can wait. We've been waiting a month for this reservation, but Keemstar's
By
calling.
the
He
way,
bought me this
full track.
microphone. Right? Yeah. So
I love how Nick
It's a bit
is
like that with Matt Pitt too.
I love how Nick's like, whoa, Tom and them were like, this would be complete fucking suicide for your career, like worst mistake you'd ever made. But Tommy, you go do it.
Yeah, give it to Tommy.
You're low
Tommy's
enough.
fine.
You're
Tommy's all
low
old
enough.
and washed up. He'll be fine. He'll survive.
Tommy's
He's already
like
got.
one step removed from a lolcow.
Do you think Tommy got offered the 40K like Boogie and Wings? No.
Nah.
Listen, I mean, it is a good fit though. Like, you know, jokes aside and everything. Like, I actually was kind of hyped about the idea of Tommy being the guy. Not even necessarily being a fan of Shot from the Point. Just like it just makes sense. Like it just fit. It just works.
Oh my god. I don't think you were around for it back then. Have you ever seen Tommy C with an ego? Oh my god.
I caught a little bit of that. Yeah, I saw a little bit of that. That was why I wasn't a fan of Shot from the Point. I like this Tommy a lot better.
Tommy with an ego is great.
I really wish Tommy would hit 50K already. I have a gift for him, and it's been sitting in my fucking room for 2 years. 2 fucking years. And it will leave my house at some point. Motherfucker has to hit 50K.
Well, let's give him a bump, everybody. All right, go sub to Tommy C. He's a up and coming young content creator. Tommy C. Shot from the Point, SFTP. Go over there and give it a
Please.
I know you
my
haven't
wife.
already.
My wife is telling me to get rid of this thing. All right. Oh god.
I have that fucking schedule. I don't have the luxury of doing that. But what I did say was, why don't you just go back and call Tommy? And he thought it was a great idea immediately. Oh, God. There's another tweet that came out around this time saying DSP dropped out of the Lolcow podcast. What about Tommy C? And the audience thought it was cool. They thought it would be cool. We got Tommy C as the Lolcow wrangler, taking over whatever role I would have had for the podcast. And I'm going to be honest with you. We all kind of thought it was never coming out. Now, Tommy, in his defense, was probably pretty much on the same page, but he was hopeful that it would, right? Obviously, because it's a huge opportunity.
I gave it my
for him.
best as far as much as I could, yeah. But I did think that's a possibility, yeah, sure.
It's one of those where you expect it not to go the way you're like, the way you'd want it to go, but you're hoping for the best. This is a huge turnaround, really no loss. If anything, if it goes terrible, Nick will call into my stream and we can get a bunch of donations. We can just laugh about it, which, well, we see how that went. But that was kind of the understanding around this podcast, because we don't know Wings. We don't know if Wings is dedicated to this. Turns out, spoiler alert, he was. We don't know if Boogie's going to flake out of this. We don't know if maybe Boogie can't even translate this to a live form. Spoiler alert, he could. Okay? So this thing had all the signs on the wall that it was going to fail.
I think that is the most surprising part of this, is that it actually would have worked out if not for this hiccup. You know what I mean? I didn't kind of see that coming, because I kind of agree with Nick. Like I was under the impression this was going to fall apart.
I think it would have worked out because both Wings, well, how do I put it? Fucking DSP's a beggar, right? He's an e-beggar, and he's doing his thing, so he needs money, but he's okay with begging. Wings and Boogie are in desperate need of cash. So I always thought it would work out because especially Boogie, he needs the money.
I thought it was going to fall apart just for personal. Frankly, I thought Boogie was just not going to be able to do it or something. Something like that was going to happen. There's a part of it, I don't know if we'll get to it, but there's a part of it where Keem calls in at some point and he says he talks about how he had just gotten done with the Wings and Boogie fight, where he basically had to hold their hands, is the way he described it, for months, in order just to get them to the event to make sure it would happen. And yeah, I could see that, I just, like I said, I'm surprised that wasn't the reason why it fell apart, is because, somebody got their fifis hurt or something. Well, you see, you don't understand. This is the way I was looking at it, Boogie says as he fucks up again. Good.
Nobody could have predicted.
Nobody.
What is the poll results right now? What are we seeing right now in the chat?
Wings is leading, but not by a major amount, only 32%.
So this is what happened. It was a little hard to get in touch with some of these guys initially, right?
Sure.
The podcast was delayed.
Sure.
You guys didn't get started in May, right? You weren't recording in the
delay. The delay was mostly because of the cameras. That was the biggest thing. The cameras kept it up. Okay.
All right. So the producer ends up purchasing some cameras, right? Gets them to the guys, because this podcast can't be baited. They're not going to get Ultra Joe to draw some art of of these beautiful, beautiful men, right? We're gonna put this shit on and get some Vega tier fucking visuals. This thing's gonna look real nice, right? We're gonna see their faces while they argue and get all red in the face, and it's gonna be fucking great, right? But there were issues. Keem, I guess, wasn't playing ball. The producer's writing him saying, "Hey man, I just bought these guys the cameras. Are you gonna reimburse me? What's going on with that?" So people are thinking oh god, Keem's stiffing the fucking producer guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird. Why would Keem stiff the producer guy? But eventually they shoot a pilot episode, and I mean it's all right. It was okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
I don't think they liked it very much.
I didn't.
Tommy didn't like it. I know Keem didn't like it. I don't know about what Wings and Boogie were thinking, but supposedly it was just missing something. It was a good first trial run, and that episode was talked about publicly. They spoke about how they recorded it, and the audience is looking around. Nothing. I don't really know what's going on. I mean, we thought this podcast was going to be out by now. Nothing going on. They film another episode. Prior to this, they're talking about booking guests. If you want to know something else that's going to rip your fucking heart out, the first guest for this podcast was going to be Turkey Tom.
Yes.
Imagine that.
Yes.
Tom Dark jumps on to talk to Wings, Boogie, and Tommy, and gets a front row seat with the Lolcow podcast. Imagine how much content would have come from there. And now that opens the door for a ton of other people. You could have got June the King on there to confront Wings, right? Maybe the eventual DSP collab. Could you imagine if that happened?
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
Low Tier God calls in. Could you imagine how many cool guests could have shown up on the Lolcow podcast?
Oh,
so they finally
Muda,
film.
Yeah,
so they finally film the podcast. This one was it. Okay. You know that champagne popping moment when you've created fucking content? Tommy was telling me about it. Apparently, what was it? Boogie just started screaming about his divorce in the middle of it or something?
No,
his mom.
No, it was even better. It's like we're making fun of Boogie. We Wings made a lot of great jokes. Wings was really good when recording, and made a lot of cracks about his new girlfriend. And right in the middle of and Boogie took it well, but right in the middle of it, he starts talking about being molested as a child. I mean, just right out of nowhere.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit! Screenshot that face. That's fucking hilarious. Done.
Oh, guys, this podcast is recorded, edited, it's done, it can come out, okay? It exists, all right? You want to hear Wings, Boogie, and Tommy talk about Boogie getting fucking molested as a child, okay? That shit is ready to come out. And they're sitting there, they're like, holy fuck, we've just made cinema. Who's the guy who hates the Marvel movie? Martin Scorsese would have looked at this podcast and went, wow, it's fucking cinema. Everybody's got the virtual high fives like the arcade one-up people are asking for. Tommy's like, yes, Wings, yes. Dude, there was one point where Tommy told me, he goes, listen, man, I like you, Wings. And if you want to play video games, even offline, I'd be down to play with you, man. And apparently Wings looked at him and was like, hey, man, that's awesome. And like nobody's ever said that to him before.
That's what it looked like.
They gelled. It was perfect. It
yeah.
was perfect, down to every minute detail. And they leave the call thinking this was it, a champagne popping moment. We're ready. This podcast is coming out. Ring, 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 ring. Tommy gets a phone call. Now, the producer loved it. Wings loved it. Boogie loved it. He doesn't know what Keem thinks. Keem hasn't said anything, but Keem calls in and he goes, Tommy, who the fuck was that guy?
What guy?
Now, have you guys ever seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2? When the ego guy tells, what's his name, that he killed his mother? And then you just see Star-Lord, like they panorama the fucking background or whatever, and it just like it zooms out or whatever, and you hear the guy go, what? That's what I'm imagining happened here, okay? So a little bit of backstory. This producer I keep mentioning is the video game attorney. And to my knowledge...
No. I gotta correct you there. Games attorney. The video
games attorney. Oh, yeah, perfect. Actually, that's the perfect fucking one. His name is Games Attorney. So Keemstar, to this point, I guess, thinks that this is the guy who created the FUPA fund for H3H3. All right, he thinks he's the games attorney. Okay,
like this is
attorney.
where Kim's just
so
getting
he's in the
too
thing, and
old.
he's like, Keem, are you sending me
No,
the
well,
money?
yeah, no, it's exact that it's Keem is too busy with everything else. I think it's a little bit of that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I do think that it's like, it's just that like Keem didn't pay as much attention as like it's just that's what kills me about this is that fucking it's DJ Killer Keemstar. Are you telling me he doesn't care about content? Like, it's just, that's what made it so unbelievable. Like, that's what made this story, like,
some guy.
Huh? No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the Keemstar I know and love from 2016, I feel like he wouldn't have fallen for this shit. But then I sat there and I thought about it for a minute and I went, maybe he would have. And then I thought about it some more. Yeah, exactly. And then I thought about it some more. And then I listened to more of this. And then later on when he calls in and he's like, yeah, I'm busy. I've got all this shit I'm doing. I don't know. My girlfriend's getting her braces off. I got to get a blowjob. And I was like, you know what? I kind of get
it. These fucking cameras. Keem's like, who the fuck was that guy? I didn't hire that guy. And all of a sudden, Tommy's life fucking crashed and burned in front of him. This guy is not the games attorney. It is just some guy named Games Attorney. He owns the fucking podcast. He owns the fucking website URL. He owns the trademark. He owns everything. And it's just some guy. And Keem has no idea who the fuck this guy is. And he's been producing the show for 3 months.
Pretty much. Now you're probably asking yourself, man. Tommy, how did you let this happen? And here's the thing. And this is where
what do you know about him, Tommy? What do you know about this guy? Can you tell me any knowledge you might know about Games Attorney?
Here's the thing. Look, I was very careful. I didn't want to, like, at first, I told you, I was like, I don't know why this guy's here. I know who he is, I was probably the only person that didn't, I think the guy's name was Ryan Morrison. I was probably the only person in the group that knew this wasn't Ryan Morrison. And there's a distinct reason for that. That this wasn't, because when I was in beta, I was contacted by the same guy, the Games Attorney, right? And I've followed him ever since. And I remember telling Clown and Keem, and I told Keem this in the call. And I said, well, yeah, Games Attorney called me Games Attorney. He's like, they're like, who are you talking about? Games Attorney, the guy that's helping, this is back in 2016, the guy that's helping, the guy that's helping H3H3 with the FUPA thing, right? Show me, Clown says. I show him, that's not him. This is him. And he showed me, I was like, oh, wow. So he's another, and this is not the first time, because I was green back then, that somebody tried to, like, get close to me via the beta podcast. And he said, they both said, and this is 2016, keep that in mind, stay away from that guy. Now, I'm glad I didn't, because here's what I did after that. I was always friendly. I think he's a Detroit Red Wings fan, so he talked about that. And then usually around Christmas, I stopped doing it the last 2 or 3 years. But I used to write everybody that was on my list, Merry Christmas or Happy New Year. He was one of those guys. If he said hello in my DMs, I said hello back, right? But I knew he wasn't, I think the guy's name was the attorney Ryan Morrison, right? Now, in fairness to him, he never told me he was Ryan Morrison. But I think he was okay with me believing that back in 2016. And I just didn't see much reason after the podcast break up to get rid of him. So what happens is, Keem, Games Attorney, Boogie and Wings put a DM group. I'm the last one in the group. So I see, and from what I understand, Games Attorney is sending out all the cameras to everybody. So I immediately assume that this is the guy that Keem is put in charge to manage it. Because look, it makes perfect sense. Because he's got all that stuff going on. I mean, he's got serious stuff going on. He probably has a manager. And then, like, right off the bat, like, they started sort of clashing in there. And I'm like, oh, good. I don't get to be the punching bag. Let it be them. But at the same time, I bitched to you guys, like, I don't know why we need this guy, because it became abundantly clear right away that he wasn't really internet people like we are. He seemed to be
Oh,
somewhat.
you want to show just how much?
Yes, I want to.
Oh, you got Tommy's got proof. This guy's a total fucking normie.
So
and it's amazing.
There was a lot more. This is something I just learned yesterday. Okay.
And for context, at this point, Tommy's pulled out of the project, I guess, and so has Keem. So
yeah, well, Keem pulled out first.
Keem
pulled out first, but when I was on vacation.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I still don't understand how this guy got in here. Was it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Davis, how long do we have to listen to this clip?
So okay, so
did Keem make the Twitter group? Did Keem's manager make the Twitter group?
No. Okay, so this is the order of events, right? So this is so far the story. Because they talk about this a little bit later. We're probably not going to get to all that. It is so. Originally, the group is DSP, Wings of Redemption, Boogie, and this dude who is Games Attorney, right? They create this group. We don't know who we don't know who specifically created it. We don't know if it was like that guy or if it was like DSP or if it was Wings or whatever. But the scuttlebutt, the over-under with it apparently is that like this Games Attorney guy has more of a connection with Wings of Redemption than Boogie. So like, Boogie is basically like a non-player here. It's like he's just along for the ride. He's being Boogie, doing Boogie things. You know what I mean? We don't know about Wings of Redemption side of this. And as of I think I don't know if they ever got back or anything. I can't remember exactly where we're at with the Lolcow podcast at the moment because last I heard they were going to try to put out one of the episodes that they were able to get. Actually, that's a great moment in this stream when they realized that they actually can download the assets for the stuff and they just need to edit it together. So apparently we are going to be getting the Lolcow podcast, at least as far as I know. But I don't know. We haven't really heard hide nor hair of it. And we don't really know what's going on with this Game Attorney guy. So basically the speculation, at least from me and from hearing everything, is that I think this Games Attorney guy was friends with with Wings of Redemption. I think that's where he comes from. So I don't know anything past that though. I don't know how he got DSP, Boogie, and Wings all in a group chat together though. Like I don't know how that happened, but apparently it did.
And at what point did Keem join the group chat?
After that. So they were in the group chat, DSP left, and because they were talking about adding Keem to the group. And then DSP is like, I fucking hate Keemstar, and he left. And then Keem joined immediately after DSP left. And then Tommy joined after that.
So you're telling me that Keemstar is so oblivious that if I accidentally get added into one of his business DMs,
yeah, he's just gonna.
I could just vibe. I could just vibe in there. He's just gonna
There's some. Hold on, but there's nuance here because Keemstar never actually ordered this guy to do anything. As far as I understand, the way that the conversation went was that they were all talking about things that they would need for the podcast. Keem had floated the idea, or somebody had floated the ideas like, oh, we need to get cameras for these guys. And Keem said, oh, that's, great, cool. And then the guy was like, should I get the cameras? And Keem said, yeah, go ahead and get the cameras. After that, the guy got the website, the domain, he got the trademark, he got like all of the stuff after that, but all Keemstar asked for was just the cameras, which by the way was a whole other thing to like get the cameras out to people.
But at no point did Keem, this guy's in the group chat, right? The guy asked Keemstar, should I get the cameras? Okay. Which is a direct interaction with Keemstar. Keemstar says, yes, get the cameras. And at no point does Keemstar question, who the fuck did I just tell to go get the cameras?
Because Keemstar was under the impression that like this Games Attorney guy was like Wings of Redemption or Boogie's like whipping boy. Like he thought he was just like a toady. Like he thought he was just like somebody who was just in their chats a lot or something, like a mod or whatever. Keem wasn't thinking about it on that level, I don't think.
So I think he did what Tommy said he did, which is he thought he was the video game attorney, and he just assumed, oh yeah, well, this guy's a decent guy. He did the FUPA fund and whatever. Fuck it, I don't care. I'm not even gonna check his Twitter to verify if that's him.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
So
I think he's a busy guy.
Keemstar is the retard.
Yeah, no, he fucked up. He fucked up pretty bad. I don't know if he's the, but see, this is the thing.
I don't care
he's
how
not the
busy
only.
you are. I I don't care how busy you are. You join a fucking group chat and there's people in there and you're like, who the fuck is this guy?
Dude,
you go look
dude,
at his
but here-
profile.
but
to
the
figure out
problem
who the fuck
is-
is this guy?
No, but Beavers, the problem is that this guy was not a producer. This guy was basically like a production assistant. He was basically like low down on the ring, and he seized an opportunity after Keemstar told him literally just to buy cameras. Like, I get it, but it's like this guy has no, like, in my opinion, you know, which means nothing, but like in my opinion, I don't think that this guy has any stake or claim to like the trademark or anything that he got for this show. Because if you don't have Wings and Boogie on there, or Tommy now, it's not the Lolcow podcast. So I don't know how he owns a show with no cast, you know? I don't get that. Not to mention he was never a producer. The guy just like seized the producership. It would be like if I went on one of the shows that I go on every once in a while as a production assistant, and I just walked in the office and said, I'm a producer now. And they went, okay. It's like, that's not how that works.
I still think it's inexcusable that if you have like a business DM and there's some rando in there that you don't ask who the fuck is this guy, like
no, yeah,
like,
I mean I agree, yeah,
like
I
that
would've.
would be immediate in I'm doing business here.
Yeah, who
You know
are
what I
who is
mean?
this? Why would
Who
you
the
just
fuck
assume?
is-
No,
who
and
the fuck is
the
this
best
guy
part.
and am I
no,
paying him? Why
the
is he
best
here?
part? The best part too is that even if the games attorney was that Fupa guy fucked Ethan out of money. So it was not even like, it wasn't even like a situation where it like, oh well, you know, we can trust this guy. It's like, even if it were that guy, it's still not it's still not a good idea. Still didn't work out. To be fair, I don't know if he actually fucked Ethan out of the money. He fucked everybody out of the money.
Should I cut in with breaking news I saw on Twitter? I don't know
Sure.
if you guys already knew.
Mitch's breaking
appar-
news.
Apparently, Israel is launching at this moment a large-scale attack on Gaza with troops on the ground. And I saw a video, but I've lost it. I think I bookmarked it of a car park of all the like every single able-bodied person that can go into combat has arrived at the like it's just all their cars.
Well, damn.
Oh
Hold
yeah,
on to your
I've
butts.
just seen it 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, you saw it? Yeah.
Israeli army major announcement. We are launching a large-scale attack on the Gaza Strip. Rip, boys. Rip.
Yep.
Well, we'll be covering it next week on Now Reporting.
No, we will not.
No, we will not.
No, we will not.
No, this is
Tommy C. I'm gonna bring it back to Tommy C. I guess they watched Tommy C's stream about all-out annihilation, and they're like, "God damn, that American German is onto something here."
Jesus Christ! All right. Enough. Thanks for the news update, bitch.
Long live Israel.
How much more do we have to watch of this?
I mean, we basically told the whole story.
Did you have a time code out point, like, or were we just gonna watch until you're like?
And also, no, we're done with it. I just wanted to hear the Nick retelling of the story because I thought it was quite funny. But also, it's just like with the. I think Tommy also should have said something.
No, but
it's
it
weird
gets
that he didn't.
No, but I understand though, because what he was saying was that he didn't want things to play out the way that they did with like, okay, because Tommy was under the impression too that this guy was a producer, so he didn't want to go to Keemstar and be like, this producer guy that you got is not very good. Like, he wasn't sure if like Keem actually like made nice with this games attorney guy, and then like, you know, and this was Keem's pick. He didn't know whose pick it was. He didn't know where this guy came from, so he just never asked because he didn't want to, you know, make waves. So I get it from Tommy. I think Tommy's blameless in this. I really don't think Tommy did anything wrong, because he's just talent. He's not a producer. I think Keemstar has some blame for sure. But
that's like just being a yes man. So,
yeah, well, yeah, but fuck, dude,
to...
it's okay. For that amount of money, would you be a yes man for Keemstar?
No.
Well, that makes one of us.
Yeah, because I don't think being a yes man ever really works out for you.
I guess, but I don't think that anybody would have seen this coming. Is the thing? Is like, I don't think anybody would have seen coming that basically a production assistant just sees the entire production. That never happened. That only happens like right now. Like, this is the only time in history I think this has ever happened.
Why do you think I'm producing for this show? I'm gonna steal it and rip it under the rug from all of you.
Damn it! That was a good ploy. Well,
the whole show.
Let's go.
Anyway, Moving on, about Lolcows, Boogie2988. He has admitted that he is an abject failure.
Yeah, I saw this
I
clip.
thought
It's
he's done
very-
this a few times though.
Yeah.
I thought it started when was it a couple of years ago now when he was like, guys, I was super rich and now I'm broke because I put it all into NFTs. And who would have thought that NFTs fucking suck?
Who talked him into it? That's my question.
Jesse
Himself.
from Storyfire.
With Juggernuggets.
Oh my
God. Why would you listen to that dude?
Because he has a successful business. Storyfire is doing great. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. I know you're fucking with me now because that fucking app sucks.
That would be like, I think taking advice from like Jesse is this on the same level as taking financial advice from somebody like Sam Hyde. Right? I'd never know when you're fucking with me.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't take advice off someone that got successful like how do I say? I don't want to talk down his success, but like say like an internet personality that got successful because to be that you got to be really lucky, right? I would not take advice from someone that got successful from being lucky because they get this like narrow view of, oh, I got successful, therefore all of my advice is fucking gold. It's like, no, buddy, you won the lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Basically
those
won
people
the
that are
lottery.
like,
Yeah, it'd be like taking advice from someone that won the lottery.
if you just have the right title and thumbnail, you'll be a success. No.
Yeah,
No.
no. Do not watch those YouTube gurus that spout that advice of, oh, what you need to do is upload every single day. What, are you spending time with your family? Don't fucking do that. No, you need to put all your time into YouTube. I promise you, if you do that and you put all this in your tags and you do these certain thumbnails, you will be successful.
Listen, I will have you know
Don't
that
listen to them.
Tipster and Jalen have done very well for themselves, okay?
You are half correct.
Yeah, but that's different, right? They don't say in those YouTube videos that you need a grift.
Wow.
Now that's where they're missing it. Like if you start grifting real hard,
Hey, they can't give out good advice because then their little followers would overtake them. You can't have that. You got to keep them down, but not let them know that you're keeping them down.
If Now Recording became like either Israeli or Palestinian propaganda channel, and our thumbnails were just like ultra click, well,
sorry.
Well, if we changed our thumbnails and stuff to be like Netanyahu with devil horns on him, and just like the title of the video is like, the Palestinians did this, you wouldn't believe it, right? I'm sure we could get a lot of views for that.
Is now a bad time for me to say that I'm holding a net and I have a yoo-hoo in my other hand?
What?
It's like it's a yay joke. Don't worry.
I'm
about
watching
it.
Abby Shapiro. I'm watching Abby Shapiro while we do this.
Yeah. Just press play. Just press play.
Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube,
First 2
1998
minutes.
coming to July was get to the power of the internet. And I think I managed to do it. I think I managed to officially kill off this channel. If you followed me for the last few years, you'll know that I've had a pretty steady decline.
Jesus Christ, man. After strangling it for 3 to 4 years.
Just be honest. Pretty well deserved.
It was the baby that wouldn't
I mean,
die.
obviously, a lot of people are pointing towards
Yeah, he sat on
being
it.
the only
It lost
reason.
weight, so he just
And
wasn't
that's
enough
not the
pressure
only
now.
reason. You know, obviously, I've been a controversial person over the last few years. If you're unfamiliar with that, check out one of the hundreds of YouTubers who've made hour-long essays about it. Also, a lot of people will point out to the fact that my content never really evolved. You know, there was the Francis videos originally, and those did very well, but one day YouTube woke up and decided to punish me for making all of these videos by demonetizing it, pushing them out of the algorithm, and punishing the channel for it.
Which is
and that's
lame.
always going to be part of the
So
legacy. I never
stupid.
really learned how to evolve as a creator. I didn't do what every other OG creator did, which is
That
put it
hurts
into
me.
video essays and
Watching
hour-long
that
things
guitar be
about
broken.
stuff that I'm interested in. I just
Yeah.
I thought the
I bet
Xbox-
you
how to
give
do
so
that.
much to
I
have
don't
that
have a
guitar
desire
back so he
to
could
do
split.
This guy's
What I
like
made.
saying, oh, I didn't make
Unfortunately,
video
a lot of the
essays like
content that I
everybody.
chose to make was
Motherfucker,
me
the
just
reason
sitting
that
in
you're
this
not a
room
success is
talking
because
about
you
myself.
spent like fucking how many years? 4 years or something just sitting on a fence. The
Yeah.
fence was fucking bowing underneath your weight, and you were still fucking riding it. Right?
I think the day
I'm
it all
surprised he's not like that
started-
bitch that got hurt at Disney.
The day that it started all go wrong for Boogie was, I think, the day his wife left him. That's when it just was like, okay. Because then his handler and his carer was gone. There was no one around to be like, Boogie, this is a bad idea.
Right.
Don't put all of your money into NFTs, please, for the love of Christ.
I think you might be right. I think you're right. Yeah.
Every man needs someone there to tell them what to do. Like,
See, the
I'm
thing
gonna.
is-
Actually, the most wholesome thing you've said
We're
this episode.
stupid.
Mitch.
We need
Congratulations.
someone to guide us.
See, the thing is, though, Mitch, right? You're a feeder, she's a feeder, so you would feed each
Wow.
other, and you'd just be really fat, both of you.
Yeah. Inflation, more
Is she-
inflation.
Wait, where is she?
I don't know. You're asking me?
Bitching about my situation. Because after my divorce, I was a very cynical, angry, bitter
Sure.
person.
Oh,
who
wow.
was
So
hot and
obsessed
sexy and
with his
amazing.
emotional health, his mental health.
Thank you, Rylan.
his declining
What
physical
wholesome
health,
Mitch moment.
and my
Yeah.
declining finances. And that's pretty much
Thanks, Ryan.
all I talked about for 3 years. I mean, for the better part of 3 years, I was doing my best impression of the character Jerry Smith from Rick and Morty, someone who is being
Oh my
intentionally
God.
pathetic as
What
a
the
defense
fuck?
mechanism
What the
in hopes
Jesus
that
Christ?
People would feel sorry for
That
me.
needed
picked
a
the most-
filter on it.
You picked
And
the most
obviously,
pathetic
that
character
just
in all of
doesn't
fiction.
work.
And you're like, yep,
2022,
that's
I did
me.
a buttload of therapy, traditional therapy, and in 2023, at the beginning of the year, I did something crazy. I got off of all of my antidepressants, and I did some psychedelic therapy. And as I talked about it before, it was a hell of an awakening, becoming self-aware of the things that I've said, the things that I've done, and more importantly,
You would
the
think he's
position
self-aware.
that I find
I
myself
feel like
You
he's not
imagine
self-aware.
during the
There's been a lot of
psychedelic
really cool
experiment
stuff
or
that's
whatever,
happened to me.
therapy, he's like,
Very
I
notably,
did walks
watching
with the
that,
gun at the front
I
door.
got I got to get into better shape. I got
Shot
my
at a
ass
school.
handed to me, but I still got paid to do it, and it did reflect in my YouTube numbers for a short period of time. The numbers were up. Also, over the summer, I got to travel and go to a bunch of conventions and get paid to do it. I got to work with my friend Michael, kid behind a camera, and hang out with him for a while. And I think the most notable thing to happen is a girl that I've been talking
What
to
do you
for a
think
while,
happens?
and
right?
I decided to make it
This is
official.
close critic. What if Boogie's like hitting him from behind, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he gets a cramp or something and he falls forward.
Ah!
Wait, that bedroom looks fucking. Hang on, sorry, I need to go back in my. Pretty sure there's a video of him like humping a bed from like 5 years ago. It looks exactly like that room.
That is.
Did he go back to
Are
the
you
same
talking?
room?
Are you talking about one for me and one for my?
Yeah, that one. I've got it.
That's it.
That's the room.
Yes.
Am
Yeah,
I
because
autistic that I recognize that room?
yes, you are. But I saw another clip of Boogie. I don't know if we have it, but where he was talking about that documentary that somebody made. I can't remember who did it. It was a content creator recently put out a video where it was like
We have the clip.
Okay, you have that clip. All right.
It's the next thing.
Yeah, he talks about it. He's doing a documentary himself, I guess, with another content creator. So I think he's going around and kind of like revisiting sites from his past.
So
he's already done that.
Or maybe he has already. I don't know. I don't follow Boogie.
No. I know he's if like on his channel, he's now going back to these places again. But
revisiting it, trying to regain that energy.
Yeah, but him and fucking Jesse already did it. By the way, another thing. I mean, I don't tell people how to grieve, I guess. But you know, if his life was really as rough as he says it is in that little shit house that he grew up in, right? Probably don't go back to see it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good.
That's
Why
that's
would
a
you?
victim's.
Why
that's
do you
a
need
victim's
to?
mindset,
Yes.
right? I need to
agree.
remember my suffering and my pain. Kind
Do
of
it like Forrest Gump did and fucking bulldoze the place. Get a bunch of
Didn't
money
he?
and fucking bulldoze it.
Didn't Boogie also bring like prostitutes to somebody's house?
He should have brought prostitutes to his old house. That would have been a power play.
Anyway, now he's got a little twink thin girl that he can brutalize.
He should have told those sex workers that he was giving them cocaine, and after they snorted it, said, "That's my mum, you dumb." Oh!
Oh no, not from the urn.
No.
So update for Mitch. Boogie's ex is dating someone currently and is a grocery shopper for people. There you go. That's the update.
All right, there you go.
Is he fat?
No. From the photos I see, no.
Not yet.
It's funny because he's a grocery shopper, but she's also a grocery shopper for him, so it works out. You know?
By the way, I just want chat to know this. You know him and that girlfriend do some freaky fucking shit. Right?
Yeah.
Boogie used to be a sex toy reviewer.
Put some apple pie on my dildo.
Yeah, that's what he when he was like living on
Really?
disability. Yeah, when he was living on disability and had like a black girlfriend way
Really?
back in the day. Yeah, he used to review sex toys. That's what he did for a living.
Wow.
And he did porn sites and stuff like that. So that being said, you know they're doing some freaky fucking shit in that bedroom.
Didn't he say he had a girlfriend one time who was she was an actual feeder and like she was feeding him
he
so
did.
much she wanted him to die.
Yes.
Yes, that was his wife. That was his wife.
He just
What? I thought that was a girlfriend before that.
No, that was his wife. I'm pretty sure.
Because when I saw him talk about it, that's how he talked about her. I didn't know it was his wife.
He starts sucking his new girlfriend, and he's like, "I'm gonna fuck your mouth so hard until you sound like me with my sleep apnea."
Oh my god!
I'm gonna give you so much protein that you're gonna start gaining weight, girl.
By the way, all right, you guys
You're gonna
think
sit down there until you find my dick, because God knows I can't.
Does it look okay? Can you give me a ball exam too while you're down there? I haven't seen it in
Do I have dick
years.
cancer?
How's this for childhood trauma?
I was gonna insert.
Sorry.
I was gonna insert a Eugenia Cooney joke, but I was like, nah, too far.
No. Yeah. The line's too thin with that one.
Hey, are we taking calls at any point too, or like?
Yeah,
We'll do it
we're
after we
done.
get with the boogie.
We're almost
Okay,
done.
so essentially, we don't need to go over this anymore. Boogie has just admitted that he's a colossal failure.
Oh
Moving
no,
on.
there's a second
I did like
video.
this one. I thought this was really interesting. But, well, I don't know. He does this all the time. I guess it's not that interesting.
So I haven't watched the original video, but I assume it goes pretty much the same as all of the videos on Boogie's go.
Yeah.
There was a guy called June, I think it is, who made like a
June?
Isn't it June the King? I think somebody else said it recently.
But we can just watch the beginning of this because
Yeah.
Boogie's all about
Boogie 1098 coming
self-reflection.
at you live once again through the power of the internet. And I'm here to admit, I'm a lolcow. If you're not familiar with what that is, I'll be glad to explain it to you. A lolcow is somebody who consistently does idiotic things online. And especially when you mess with them, that's called milking the lolcow. If you screw with that person, they'll probably overreact. Yeah, that's been me for the last 17 years. Now, you may not be aware of this, but it'll probably come across your timeline after you watch this. There's an entire cottage industry making videos about people like me. Sometimes entire small channels dedicated to just someone like me or Jordy, Wings of Redemption or Dark Side Phil, but also
but
some
Wings
really
is
high-end
smart.
channels like Turkey Tom,
Right?
Sonny V2.
Wings is like the fat man mafia. He goes out there and he says to them, "You can keep uploading my content, but I want a cut. And if you don't give me a cut, I strike your channel down."
That's
Smart man.
devious and not moral. Look at all. I hate that.
I mean, they don't do any commentary over it, so it's literally his
Oh,
content.
okay, okay.
It's just
If that's
clip
okay,
channel.
okay. That's
Yeah.
fair. No, that's
Clip channel.
fair. That's fine. I agree with that then.
Most notably, June the King, who dropped a video about me today. Now, I'll admit, these videos get made frequently, and in general, I cannot watch all of them. Mostly because I get very defensive. I get very angry. I'm like, well, that's not how that happened. That's not my experiences. They're not including what I was feeling during that moment. They don't really understand why I did what I did at that moment. It normally makes me just extremely angry. But today, the June the King
And
video came
Tommy
across my
C will
timeline,
listen
and
to
I
me.
decided to try a little experiment.
Yeah, exactly.
I would set
Yeah,
aside my
listen.
ego.
Which is
and
just
stop
so
being
weird
Stephen
thinking
Williams
of
for a little
Tommy
while
trying to like
and just
keep
watch
up
this
with
video
that.
as if I was an impartial third party, as if I were you, to see what you get out of a video like this. And you want to know something? It didn't make me mad at all. It just made me extremely sad. Like if I wanted to, I could make an entire video deflecting and explaining. So this is why I felt what I felt. This is why I did what I did. He didn't get it entirely
Just
accurate
made me
here.
so sad.
But there's no point.
Yeah, that's
For
what
the
I'm
most
saying.
part,
Like
he
that
got
was
it
the part that
mostly
got me
correct.
too. I was like, wow, buddy.
I'm
Holy
so
shit.
deflated
that's
like a balloon.
Bro, that is like unaliving yourself territory. The way that he said that was just
Well,
I
in
watched
the
it
eye
and it
roll
was
and
so
everything.
bad.
No, because like his eyes went to like memory there. Like look at him like glancing up to the right. Isn't that like a body language sign for like going to memory? It's like he's like in a very traumatic place at the moment, and he's just like,
I done
Yeah,
fucked
it was
up
sad.
real bad these past couple of years. I'm fucked up.
I had it
real-
all,
He's
and I
like- he's
lost it all in
essentially-
NFTs.
Yeah, he's essentially like, a guy that's married and then he gets like a divorce after like 10 years or something, and he just looks back and he's like, What the fuck did I do with my
What
life?
have I done? Yeah.
Shut
Bye,
up.
Mitch.
I beat you to it, you son of a bitch.
That was awesome.
I'm gonna join the police. That'll be a big, strong man. I'll take back my life.
Sir, as it turns out from your medical charts, we're looking at your medical charts right now, sir. As it turns out, it seems like you just had some bad weed. Sorry about that.
Fuck off. It was really bad.
And then who did you message from now recorded?
You.
The chat. No. This is okay. No. I have a story about it. So like, okay. I had not even been in the group chat. I didn't even know Mitch. I didn't know any of you guys at this point. I hadn't been in the group chat like. No, I just joined. Like, you just joined me into the group chat, and you posted in the group chat you being on a fucking gurney, like in a fucking and I'm like, what is happening? And everybody's like, get well soon, Mitch. I'm like, what? Am I replacing somebody? Like, what is happening? I was so concerned. I was like, I don't know how to. I was like, is he okay? Like, what is he? Is it cancer? Like, what is it? I was on edge. I had no idea.
We were getting the replacement early for the fucking cancer. Matt's that efficient.
I was so confused.
The intention was never to replace Mitch, right? But you're not far off. You're not far off, right?
Oh boy!
Just get it over with. Jesus Christ! Stop doing a fucking Israel and Palestine and dragging it out. Just fucking go all out annihilation right now.
XQC thinks this is way too confusing.
Okay, Mitch, we got D-Max because of what you were lacking. All right, that's why we got D-Max. We really,
it's basically it's mommy and daddy saying, no, listen, we had to have another child. Okay, you weren't good enough. Sorry.
I've never lied to you. I've always told you that you're useless.
I thought we got.
What do you mean?
I thought we got D-Max. Oh.
Yeah, we got D-Max because Matt wanted somebody that he could bounce things off and talk with, right? And for some fucking reason, Matt thought that was you.
Yeah, well, guess what? I bounce better off you guys when Matt's not here. So who's the fucking?
It is. That is the funny.
Who is the weakest link after all? Then, huh?
Yeah, Matt Pitt, who's away in Matt Pitt is currently in the Gaza Strip. That's
rolling
why
in his unmarked grave. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's left. He's away. I don't know. Which side do you think Matt would be on?
Abby Shapiro. There you go.
All right. Well, I think we've seen enough of the Boogie clip. It's fine.
Yeah, Boogie's just a sad boy hours for Boogie.
Okay.
This one, I don't know if Abby's in the thingy. I don't really know what's going on, but she released a video, right, about Ashes, and then it got claimed. So then she insinuated that Ashes was the one that claimed this, right? Notify you privacy complaint.
Yeah,
right?
it was struck.
I mean, logic would dictate, right? But is there a way of knowing that? I don't remember how that works.
No. So then if we go to my goddamn titties. Now
Rough.
go to.
Is it worth it?
Is that where it was specifically claimed?
But is it worth it though?
The exact phrase.
I don't know.
Oh God! No! Does that mean? Oh no! We're next.
Privacy is no. It doesn't have a timestamp.
Well,
them titties.
I guess.
Them titties. Them tatas.
I guess. Well, I guess technically it's not confirmed. We don't. It's not like we know if Asher's dead
Mitch
or not. But
well, then it comes out. Abby makes another post a bit later in which Ashes has apparently showed her flag history and cleared up the misunderstanding.
Oh, so it didn't happen. So Asher's didn't do it.
No.
Oh my God! Oh.
And now she is saying that it was Ghosty.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was the penny to just drop for me. I was like, oh.
So really, who knows who did it? That's
Who
the lesson that
knows?
we take away from this chat.
It's a who done it, chat. Pick
yeah,
your
let's
favorite
not-
person who you think did it.
Let's not jump to conclusions about things.
Oh, Maggot, you're here. Hey, you're gonna want to like look back on this fucking clip, like on this stream. You're just gonna want to like go
Fuck
back.
off! Don't
and,
give
like,
her idea. No.
Mitch
no.
said some questionable stuff.
Yeah.
Nope.
Just down a weird, path. I don't know, or something.
Nope.
What's up with Doja Cat?
Doja Cat is based. Because
Okay. Cool.
Doja Cat was seen sporting a Sam Hyde school shooter shirt.
Oh yeah. So wait, do you think this is one of those situations? Like, do you think she knows who Sam Hyde is, or do you think that like because this became like a controversy, right? Like people were saying like, don't you know that he's like an alt-right, blah 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 blah, or something? Did anything come of that? Is she canceled now, or is Doja Cat one of these people who's just like uncancelable because she's Doja Cat? I feel like that's probably what it is.
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think you can.
Because I did
cancel
see
Doja
some people
Cat.
complaining about it and being like, blah, blah. But it's like, who cares? Also, too, like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know. Sam Hyde is funny. I don't see the
He
problem.
is. Yeah, the alt-right is all right. That's what I always say.
Alt-right, all right, all right.
Yeah. Now is the portion of the stream where we will be taking your calls, chat. If you have anything that you would like us to go over in these final moments, or if you would just like to call in to tell us how shit the stream has gone.
Yeah, and this might be the very last, now recording that we ever have because of what we said on this stream. So, now's your
Wow,
chance.
Renegade is in here. Okay, let's pull him up.
Okay.
Wow.
Hi, Renegade. I hear you.
Remember, he's a minor. Remember, he's a minor. Remember, he's a minor. Way to go.
Hello, guys and girls. Me, Mutterhad, and today we're going to bomb the state of Israel with my virtual machine.
I don't.
All right, everybody, and that was
Yeah,
Renegade.
no, okay. I just want to say I disagree with him.
Remember, he's a minor.
Yes.
Yeah. And so is our next caller.
What?
I think.
Oh, I don't think he's a minor. I think he
actually
just
don't
has a
know.
minor's
I
bedroom.
think he is.
Hey, Skelly, what up?
Skelly, are you a minor?
No, I'm 21. I'm 21.
Okay.
So you're telling me
Good.
that booty hole is on the market?
Well, yeah, I don't like any of that. Skelly, what's up?
okay.
What's up, dude?
This is the last not recording live stream ever, D-Max? Is
Probably.
this true?
It might be. I don't know. I mean, with some of the things we've said on this one, I don't know. Either that, or we're gonna have to private the stream or delete it. I don't know, because apparently
Well-
privated videos you can still get.
I think we should private it so Matt never hears it.
Oh, he's probably listening. You know he's listening.
He's listening.
What's the point? What's the fucking point in listening?
You know what's?
I don't get it.
You know what's the real funny thing, right? This is the first time he hasn't popped in. Normally
I
he's
know.
like, I'm not gonna show up, guys. I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
there. And then he fucking shows up for like 10 seconds. It's like, just to explain
He's
something real quick because the
busy.
context.
They
I'm waiting
don't
for
have
that.
internet in the Gaza Strip currently.
Yeah,
Mm.
he's busy dealing with our apartheid.
Because Israel shut it off along with the electricity and water.
And food.
Like, imagine doing that. Imagine like fucking attacking the people supplying you with water and electricity, and expecting that to go well.
My
I mean, isn't that how we got into World War One? Isn't that how it happened? Fucking Germany attacked us or something?
No, some guy got.
No, World War One was the
Archduke
accidental assassin.
Archduke Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Was that guy? He went on
Yeah,
holiday.
and there was lots of
shot in the head.
tensions between the two sides of three countries aside, and then with that assassination, they're like, "Well, that's all the excuse I need. Let's go." That's
were
pretty
just
much
hungry
it.
for
Looking for a
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah, pretty much. Am I wrong?
No,
No.
not really.
And then, funnily enough, this relates to what's happening now. And then what happened is they took a whole bunch of land away from the Germans at the end of that war, which caused the Germans to have an inferiority complex. And they also said that the Germans had to pay back a lot of money to the winning sides. And then Hitler.
Wow. So
The more
Why-
you know.
is that where Pokemon got the idea where you got to pay
So-
the winner money when you lose a battle? Just move on, please.
Yeah,
What?
Skelly, you got
Just
anything else
move
for us?
on. If I say dumb shit,
Yes,
just fucking
I was
just
gonna
keep
say-
talking. Don't just sit there in silence.
Mitch,
No.
you're
This is the last. If this is the last time Now Recording is going to be live, what I just want to say is that
Don't say
Tipster's
the
a
N-word.
rapist. He rapes children. He likes
Okay, all
love.
right,
No,
buddy, all right.
no, no,
Disavow, it's not
disavow.
true.
That's not true.
He's not
Also,
calling
that's
in
not
again.
true. That's not true
No.
at all. Tips is not stealthy. He's not stealthy enough.
And he's not
Right.
agile.
He gets in that white van and becomes a lowrider. Everybody knows Tips is in that.
All right. We got
Watch out,
Joe,
he's
Mr.
He'll be here in
Brainium
5 minutes.
Leia. How's it going,
I just want to say this stream with the inmates running the asylum has been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I
Oh,
loved
thank
it.
you, sir.
How are you guys doing tonight? I've been enjoying the stream. How you guys doing?
They're fantastic.
Doing
I'm
well.
actually
I have
definitely
a
gonna
question
get
for you,
considering life
Who-
options after this.
Everybody on the stream, who do you think has put their foot in their mouth the most?
You.
Stream? Who fucked up the biggest?
It's core. It's definitely core.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, core.
Mm,
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
always core.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, it's all my fault. There you go. Blame it
I
on me.
just
It's
wanna-
easier.
I just wanted to say, can't wait for the Lolcow podcast with Israel and Palestine. That's going to be a great episode whenever it comes out. I've been waiting patiently, so
Okay.
I'm excited.
Fair
we get
enough.
we get Israel, Palestine, the Ukraine, and then we need Germany. Germany can be the guy. Germany can be Tommy. The Tommy of it all.
Yeah. Where's
What
North
is
Korea,
up, Drum
though?
Alert Nation? Palestine has
Ooh,
just
that's
bombed
true.
Israel and more.
Maybe you rotate out the Ukraine for North Korea.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay,
swap
not only-
Ukraine for North Korea.
Not only is it a bad idea to bomb the person supplying you with water and electricity, but they're literally cornered on the beach. They have nowhere to retreat to but that ocean, and they decide to. Just none of
Have
it makes
you
sense.
Oh,
have you
boy.
never heard of Moses?
Yeah, Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes
part
erroneous.
Yeah,
the Red
but wasn't
Sea.
he Jewish?
Yes, he was.
So only Jewish people have the power to part waters. The Gaza
Okay,
people
and they
aren't
want the
Jewish.
Palestinians to leave.
Oh my
So of course
god.
he's gonna go there. He's gonna part the thing so they can leave.
We're gonna have to get into the philosophical debate of whether
know,
Jesus was a Jew.
I think
What's that?
I
Have
think
you ever
even if
seen
the
that
water
map?
did part, I don't think they'd leave. I think they'd be like, no.
No, we're not
They'd
going.
be like a cat when you open the back door for them. They'd be like, no, I
Vey,
know.
you
I
expect
just-
me to walk through
I'm
that?
just-
I'm gonna get
yeah.
all wet, I tell you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay right here and take a shit in your kitchen sink.
That is the most apt description of the Israeli-Palestine conflict. I am just gonna stay right here and take a shit in your kitchen. Alright?
I think Palestine just read the Bible and saw it for what it was, a book of fiction, and they were like, you know what, these guys, they're wrong. So you know what
Oh
we
my
got to
God.
do.
Oh my god. All right. Well,
I
do you have
sort
anything
of think.
really
sorry.
quick, do you have anything that's not war related, Joe, for us? You know, we're canceled anyway. So
I'm still hard at work on the cast list because I'm always
Oh,
drinking and always
yeah.
hide. So
yeah, you haven't mentioned that on Now Recording, but yeah, Joe here is working on a he's basically working on like if commentary was a movie, who he would cast like each actor for like each person, right? Who you said a few of them before. What did you say for me? You said
okay, I'll read some of them here because I always got to flex my creative writing a little bit.
Sure.
So I've got Matt Pitt, played by Adam Sandler.
Let's go.
I've got Beavers, played by David Spade. Mitch, played by Kevin James.
Yeah, he's pretty gay.
Too accurate.
D-Max, played by Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah.
True.
Oh
I
yeah.
can see it. Yeah.
Thor,
Sure.
played by Rob Schneider.
I'm down with it.
We got Keemstar, played by Bill Burr.
I like the image of Bill Burr with like a Keemstar like goatee like beard thing.
Yeah, I just want to hear what Bill Burr has to say about Alex.
Let's
He's
get
a
right into the
stupid-
news. You know, let's get right in the fucking news. Just get right in the fucking news. Get right in the fucking news.
I just want to get into the news so I can get out of here and watch some football.
Speaking of Keemstar, Keemstar's played by Bill Burr, and Brantley's played by Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh, gee, is she old enough to do that?
Yes, she is. She is.
Okay, good.
I
good,
double checked, so I didn't call either one of them a pedophile. So.
Do you think? Do you think that Keemstar is going to be less attracted to Brantley now that she's getting her braces taken off?
Probably.
She got him out.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I
He
don't.
just saw
think
brace
so.
face and he was like, "I'm into it."
Okay, guys.
You guys are terrible.
Oh boy. All right, you got anything else for us, Joe? We'll see the full updated list when you got it, I guess.
Yeah, I got 2 more and then I'll leave. I've got Augie RFC played by DJ Qualls, if you know who he is.
Okay.
And then, of course, Tommy C played by Danny DeVito because it's the perfect casting.
I'd get Frankie Moons or Mooners or whatever from Malcolm in the Middle to play Augie.
If you've ever seen a picture of DJ Qualls, you will know that's Augie. That is flat out Augie.
I want Mitch to be played by Danny DeVito. I think that would work really well. Kevin James works too. Kevin James works too. All right, Joe. Have a good night, dude.
Absolutely, you guys too.
Thank you.
Have we got any other callers? This is the final call.
I really
Final
want to
roll
talk to Leah, but she didn't hop in, or did she? And she left.
Because Matt's
She
not here.
got really mad at all the Jewish jokes and she left.
No.
I said I loved them.
Yeah, we all said we loved them because we do. We love the Jews. We love the Palestinian people. What? What are you talking about? What? What do you mean? Of course we do.
We all
Mitch
love
said
people.
some questionable things.
Oh, well, yeah, but that was all in satire, right?
Mitch is just like, fuck this shit. I just want to be a glass salesman. Let's go, boys.
Hey, let's not bring up the glass sales.
I don't know if you guys watched The Mandalorian, but when they brought up Mandalore, there's a part where Boba Fett goes like, "Oh, the Empire turned that planet to glass." I took that literally, and then in the later season when they went to Mandalore, it wasn't glass, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I didn't know that was a saying.
Well, Mitch, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that you're going to be selling that glass because I've heard that you've actually kind of fallen on some hard times. That is to say that you've been bad with money.
Yes.
Bad with money, like our members who are bad with money. Stefan Corbino, Strictly Patrick, Fresh Brewski, Jacob Thomas, Ghosty, Josh, aka Mr. Bramium Leia, K-Huck, Echo of Tragedy, Reynold Hughes, Always Zero, Panic Pun, Everborn, Fan Fiction Narrator, and Mame. Thanks for the cake topper, Mame. And that's it.
Hold on.
If you want to be bad with money, become a bad with money, and you can be bad with money too. Also, just be a member and support all of our artists in the links.
It's a really bad thing. It's a really bad thing that bad with money. Kind of. You can be bad with. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm anti-Semitic because somehow that made sense in my mind.
Okay. Well,
wait, you gotta repeat that, Beavis, because someone.
No. Oh no. Okay, because you said you can be bad with money too, and there's something that would fit very.
No.
No, stop.
No.
By the way,
yeah.
So what happened to you, Mitch? You just disconnected for some reason.
I don't know. I'm reading the audit log. You tell me.
Listen,
wow,
wait.
You actually.
Wait, there's fucking two of you.
You gave in to fucking Maggot the Impaled.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Fuck you, one needs pay me.
That thing impale me.
God, thank you, Cats and Flogging, for the $2 glass merchant. All right, I think we're done here. Do you want to announce who we're reading?
Yeah, all right, guys. So hey, everybody, I'm every pony, please. I need ding ding ding. I'm tapping the glass at the wedding. We have an announcement. We're going to be raiding into Tipster. So please, everybody, be on your best behavior and just say hi from now recording and just be very nice and wholesome. Okay, let's be cool.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, core. Yep, we're gonna do it. So
holy shit, we need Matt. We need Matt, bro. We need Matt.
I tried. Listen, on God, I tried to say no. Okay, but whatever.
Where are you, Matthew?
The chaos.
And remember, now recording is always recording. Have a good one, everybody.
This won't be the worst raid this week, right? Like, I'm sure there's been worse.
No, it's not. End the episode.